Pacific visit will help solidify our security position in the region.
This is very much in Australia's national interest for us to be engaged.
But the latest news poll shows support for Mr Albanese and the government generally is slipping as voters aren't convinced Labor is doing enough to lift living standards. Nationals leader David Littleproud says it's not surprising.
He's out of step with the Australian people.
Mr Albanese has another trip to the US next month for the APEC Economic Summit.
A group of Australians and their families have arrived at Sydney Airport after escaping the escalating conflict in Gaza. A dozen repatriated Australians were on the Qatar Airways flight. A further 67 Australian citizens, permanent residents and their families have asked DFAT for assistance in getting home and out of the war zone. The Education Union Executive will meet at 5:30 this afternoon to consider the latest pay offer from the state government. It will then confirm whether Thursday's teacher strike will proceed or be called off. In Victoria, floral tributes are growing outside a popular Dalesford pub as the community mourns the deaths of 5 people killed when a car ploughed through a front lawn beer garden. Reid Butler is there.
A primary school-age boy and girl are among the 5 dead after a car mounted the curb and drove through pub patrons at the centre of Dalesford during last night's dinner rush. 2 men in their 30s and a woman in her 40s were also killed. It's believed they were from 2 separate family groups and were visiting the popular tourist town. A steady stream of locals have been leaving emotional tributes at the scene. The 66-year-old driver from Macedon remains in Ballarat Base Hospital. He is yet to be interviewed by police.
Westpac has announced a whopping 26% full-year net profit to $7.1 billion. Chief Executive Peter King says the result positions the bank to grow its business while helping customers navigate tighter economic conditions. The bank says it's still not seeing significant increases in customers falling behind in repayments. It's announced an improved 72-cent final dividend and a $1.5 billion on-market share buyback. Now turning to 5AA's sport.
Collect the new Paradox Rift Pokemon trading cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
To cricket, it's day 1 of the SA Queensland Shield match being played at the Gabba. The Bulls won the toss and elected to bowl, and currently the Redbacks are 2 for 109. Well, the AFLW comp is in finals mode. Adelaide play Brisbane at Norwood on Saturday afternoon in a qualifier. Tickets are now on sale to the general public. Damien Oliver's hopes of a farewell Melbourne Cup race remain in doubt after his ride Alan Kerr showed signs of soreness during a vet check this morning. The horse, which is considered a long shot with the bookies, will be reassessed tomorrow to determine its suitability to race. And mostly clear skies with a chance of showers and a top of 29 is expected in Melbourne tomorrow. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Afternoon at Campbelltown, debris on the road following a crash, Lower North East Road near Montague Road. Blair crashed there too, Sheoak Road near Serpentine Drive. Look over power lines down at Marion Road near Norfolk Road, also down a 1-lane, heavy delays in all directions. A few cameras around the Savo, you'll find the Baines Road, Woodcroft and Brooker Terrace at Richmond. Backed by popular demand at Oporto, $15 whole flame grilled Portuguese chicken with your choice of basting. Feed the family for less. Offer ends tomorrow, only at Oporto. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Sunny this afternoon, sunny tomorrow 28, mostly sunny Wednesday 26, warmer on Thursday 29. Right now it's 24 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, a moment of apparent road rage spills onto an innocent semaphore family's front yard. Will teachers walk off the job just as Year 12s begin exams? How Centrelink claims will now be processed faster. The Adelaide suburbs where property values are soaring. And the cool hacks to rein in your air conditioning bill. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
5 after 4 on this Monday. Welcome along to the Sports Show. Another huge weekend in sport. Some great weather as well for it. Hopefully your teams went well. Stephen Rowe, Timmy G, good afternoon.
Yes, thank you very much, Sam. Spring has finally sprung. The Spring Carnival is about to peak with the Melbourne Cup tomorrow. It's all happening as I welcome Stephen Rowe to the show. And Rowey, What a weekend. Did you have any highlights?
I did have a few. I can't believe it's the Melbourne Cup tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah. A couple of omen bets. We'll get to that. Look, I don't know. Aaron Phillips was a highlight. Quota Whiting was a highlight. Red Straw, Crows top of the AFLW. But there was one sporting moment for me that elevated itself above all this weekend. Buffhead, Silk, upstart. I don't know, you're not allowed to name call, but that frumpy red-headed opener for England, Johnny Bairstow.
Yeah, I remember him.
He got a Golden Globe, a first bull duck. Have a listen.
Mitchell Stark with ball in hand, and Johnny Bairstow faces the first delivery. Down leg side, there's a big appeal from the fielders and the bowler as well. It's been given. Strangled down leg side, Johnny Bairstow. Horror start for England.
Yeah, he got Piers Morgan, didn't he? First ball, that was unbelievable.
Horror start for him, but just amazing.
Jeez, I loved it.
In the week that was.
On the history of the Lord's Test, the Lara, you know, Bazball, we've been top, now we're bottom, you can't win. Bazball stinks, and so do you, Johnny.
It was a really good win because it was a tough win in the end. Just scraped through a few runs at the end, and Adam Zampa, who held our tail up with a bit of, I think he ended up making 19.
29,
off 19.
But he
which
bowled
was excellent.
beautifully.
But his bowling has been almost bowler of the tournament for Australia. Here he is, just commenting on the win.
Tonight is as satisfying as it feels after an ODI in terms of my 10 overs. Bowling mainly to lefties, Milan, Stokes, Ali, they're quality players. And to sit back knowing that I went for 20 runs off 10 overs, my length control was as good as it's been. Probably the most satisfying ODI I've ever played, to be honest.
Good on him.
There you go. I tell you what.
3 for 21 off 10. That's great bowling.
You know what? Chickpeas must work.
Oh, Timmy. It's just a joke. You know, you've got to get your protein from steak, I say, but he doesn't, you know. Hey, Adam Zampa rolls his way, and, you know, you can have a crack. It's in jest. It's in fun. I think he's an absolute ripper. And you're right. 3 for 21 off 10. His last 4 matches, outstanding.
And it's putting us into a really good position come finals, because we'll probably play South Africa, I reckon, at the moment. 2 plays 3, so we'll see how that winds up. Talking about highlights, and before I get on to mine, I had a bit of a highlight Friday night. I told you I was running off to do the Sandford Community and Volunteers Awards. Terrific night. I said it on the night. You're just standing there in front of the salt of the earth of football, because that's what they do. They volunteer their lives to their footy clubs. And it was outstanding. And one particular category for Volunteer of the Year went to a lad called Chad Flemington to Elliston Footy Club on the West Coast.
Get out.
And he came up afterwards and said, I'll listen to the show every night. So he's harvesting at the moment. So g'day, Chad.
Elliston.
Well done. Congratulations on your award, and everybody else that took awards out on the night. It was a terrific night, and well done to everybody there.
Great beach at Elliston. Good fishing.
Oh, yeah, you know that. Yeah. You know that. So my highlight, though, of course, you mentioned her already. I thought Erin Phillips just being able to go out on her terms in a terrific afternoon, big crowd at Albion, and a big win. Here she is making it happen.
Phillips in a contest out the back. She marks! The crowd erupts. We're going to get the set shot of her dreams.
No one gave that to her either. That is a totally earned kick. She has taken the best mark over the back of the pack.
Well, this will be a special moment. It'll be remembered for years to come. A wonderful servant to the AFL football game. She's inspired so many. And an opportunity to put a full stop on her career. A shot on goal from the top of the square. She seals it. And look at them come from everywhere. What a moment for Port Adelaide history.
Yeah, terrific moment there, I think, for Erin, and a great way to send her off. And here she is afterwards just saying thank you to everybody. Terrific support.
No, it's pretty unreal. I mean, to finish off a season like that was awesome. Just so proud of this group, and we owed our fans one here for, you know, all the support that they do for us and show up. Yeah, it was an awesome way to finish off.
So Port Adelaide finished with 2.5 wins out of their 10 games, a slight improvement on the year prior, but they still probably be disappointed with their season. But the Crows, minor premiers for the 4th time.
They'd take that.
And absolutely flying. They will play Brisbane, Norwood Oval, Saturday afternoon
2:15.
Of course, Sam Tugwell and Jenny Williams covering that for 5AA. So they, once again, look the team to beat.
Well, they do. They only lost to Brisbane by 3 points up there. We'll speak to Sarah Allen a little bit later. I just hope that if they do make it through to the grand final, this is what I love about AFLW, if you get in front of the people you're playing, you get a home ground. So it means...
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Well, if they make it again, I hope they can get to Adelaide Oval.
So you're saying like Geelong might play a prelim. They should play it at home.
Geelong.
But they have to go to the MCG. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're going.
No, but they deserve the right. So if they go through, win this week, win the prelim, they get a home grand final.
Doesn't happen in the men's, does it?
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's great. Just back to Erin Phillips. Every time I hear her speak, the first thing that always comes out of her mouth is the sense of team. You know, the career she's had.
Yep.
I mean, God, there'll be a statue one day. One of the greats, and just always a sense of team. Been brought up the right way.
Spot on there. Great family, the Phillips family. Hey, our other two teams, the 36ers, I don't know if you know this, but about a gastro went through and knocked a few around. They went down by 11 to the Wildcats over there, so hopefully they were able to get that out of the system and come back and have a win here. But United had an incredible game against
1-1
Melbourne Victory, 1-1. Plenty of fire in the game, which you expect in the derby. But 2 red cards were handed out, 1 each. So it was 1-1 in all areas, but 1 including to our own Nestori Irukunda. Have a listen.
It's a good turn. Irukunda. Well, he was being held, grappled. He's got it. Oh, he's off. Irukunda. A second yellow card. Connor Chapman comes to tell him where the changing room is as well. There is no love lost here.
Yeah, it was an incredible game.
Well,
they were all over us early, let me tell you.
Yeah, but look after the kid.
Well, that's
you
the
heard
thing.
the commentary as it was held and grappled. It was happening all game.
Well, it was.
He was frustrated, and he had a good break on him. The only way you can stop this kid is by holding him. You got to give out a foul to the opposition.
I think it was a tactic because they've watched him and done their homework, and they know how fast he is. So there was a tactic to block him, grab him, you name it. So he got frustrated, and the ref had made the comment earlier in the night. To say, you got to be stronger in those situations. And
Shut up!
Come on, mate. You know.
Come off.
So a few experts, including Robbie Slater's, had a bit of a dip at them and said, you got to protect these young stars.
You have to. We have to. That was a clear foul, and he went off his chops, and he gets sent off for a second yellow. Now he can't play this week because the ref couldn't umpire correctly.
Yeah,
got it wrong.
So, yes, he's going to be sitting out.
Bit like the VAR in the Premier League. God, hasn't that exploded?
That, isn't it?
Oh, God.
We were talking about the English side. Of course, Australia beating them. England, defending the World Cup, have probably going to finish bottom, which is a...
top to bottom?
Well, it's a top to bottom story. It's a rooster to a feather duster story.
Well, that's what I thought. They've gone from what we call a chocolate to a bald lolly, top to bottom. Their old baseball hasn't worked. So name another sporting, I don't know, rooster to feather duster. 822 300 We got that $50 Powers voucher to go through. Now, I mean, it doesn't have to be at the elite level.
No,
it could be in your local league.
Could have done it yourself.
Any level. You could have done it yourself, where you talk yourself up. I want to play this one about James Harden. Now, it's not exactly a great example, but I just wanted to weave this into the opener because my son brought it to my attention. Now, James Harden's an NBA superstar.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. Well, probably not now, but he was a former MVP, one of the great three-point shooters. They called him the Beard. When he was on, 40 points, 44, 48.
Steph Curry, though, is he?
Well, he's not quite Steph Curry, but I think at his best, he was up there. He's moved from the 76ers to the LA Clippers, and he had a presser about the move. Have a listen.
I'm not a system player. I am a system.
I am a system, Timmy. I am a system. Now, he could go from rooster to feather duster, because at the Sixers he was, because he didn't want to play in that system. He is the system.
Yeah, apparently.
So give us some examples of rooster to feather duster, top to bottom. Have you got one?
Oh, look, I have, but it's a sad one, and I think everybody will remember this, and probably probably a good time to mention this. The Unique Homestyle Foods text just came in, just saying there was a great service for Peter Ormsby today. Of course, Pete was Pete's golf, man. Became Drummond Golf.
Yep.
Great fella, and unfortunately passed away. So rest in peace, great man. Well done, Pete. But it's a golfing story that I've got. And you may remember this, a bloke called Ian Baker Finch.
Oh, yes.
Won the British Open, top of the world, and you're going, this is awesome. And he's a great bloke too.
Great bloke.
And he then missed 32 consecutive cuts. He got the yips. He couldn't putt for anything, and he ended up saying, I had to give the game away because I was not enjoying it and I could not. I hated being on the golf course. So a terrific bloke, but that was a really sad moment in sport where he just couldn't get it back.
That's one. What about the West Coast Eagles? Their footy season this year, AFL 3 wins, second bottom. AFLW 2 wins, second bottom. Waffle, no wins, they had a draw, bottom. 51 games, 5 wins, 1 draw, 46.8%. That is the worst season in the history of football, full stop. Good luck, Don Pike.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, though, 60 million in the bank might fix that. You never know, you're like, that's one area they don't struggle in, is it?
Well, I remember reading that, and then Sam said, well, Rowey, do yourself a favour, have a look at their 2022 season. 2 wins in the AFL, 1 win in the AFLW, 1 win in the Waffle. 51 games, 4 wins.
So it was worse.
So it was
even worse.
So they're on the up.
Timmy.
They're on the up.
They're on the up.
What are you talking about, mate?
They're a feather duster to a rooster this year.
Well, yes.
Give us your well, any sport, any level, any team, any game. We want to have a bit of fun. Because what are we doing? Every draw.
So this is what we're doing today. For the Melbourne Cup tomorrow, each year we try to give away a bit of a sweep and get all of our listeners involved. So if you get involved on the program today and you're interactive with us and call in 8223 0000, you are instantly in the sweep. We will give you a horse for tomorrow's Melbourne Cup, and if you win, you will get yourself 4 members' passes to the ever-popular Christmas Twilight Races at the Morphettville Racecourse.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Good.
It's
a
great.
lot of fun.
It's Friday night this year, December 15, a couple of weeks out from Christmas, so it'll be a fantastic evening. Call in 8223 0000. Heroes to zeros, roosters to feather dusters, who fell off a cliff, what team, what player, anything. We'd love to hear your stories. 8223 0000. On the show tonight, Warren Tredrea is going to join us, Glenn Boss, of course, Mackay Diva rode that winning jockey there in the Melbourne Cup. Sarah Allen from the Crows ahead of the finals. Ben Halloran from the Reds. Gideon Haig as well to talk all things World Cup cricket. There's a lot to come and heaps of time for your calls. It's 18 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. Catch the 5AA Fishing Show, presented by Ned McHenry. Now Tuesday nights from 6:30. Thanks to TJM. 4-wheel driving? If you want to get there, you want to be TJM equipped. Nailsworth and Clovelly Park.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. For over 50 years, the Lynn Andrews team have made it easy for landlords to manage residential and commercial property. From single homes to multiple commercial holdings, our passion for property investment means we have a great deal of knowledge. How to do it safely and properly, matching the right tenant with the right property every time. We're here to help you. Visit lynandrews.com.au.
In tough times, it's the simple things that make a big difference. Like $19 schnitzel days at the Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. We know the humble schnitty can't fix all our problems, but we do know it'll put a smile on your dial. $19 schnitty, Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. Making the world a better place, one schnitty at a time. Got to start somewhere. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Lines available. Have a crack, get into our sweep. Hey, have you heard? How's this? Midkey is Australia's first non-monthly payments for your home loan. The key to unlock your midlife. This is quite amazing.
Well, with Midkey, you only need to repay when you sell your property. So when your home value is increased, you can access this value a Midkey. Now, even when your current lender can't, they can.
Well, I say to myself, there has to be a catch. No. Not according to Midkey unlockers. Like, how's this? Elizabeth from Brisbane. Timmy.
Yeah, well, Elizabeth said, we're eternally grateful to Midkey. I made multiple loan applications before finding Midkey. Now we've given our daughter a step up in life. We've added to a house deposit, so it helps her out, and it's fantastic.
That is.
I'm
in that position right now.
Here.
Now, to find out more and become a Midkey unlocker, just like Elizabeth, and many others around Australia, just visit midkey.com.au today. That's MIDKEY.com.au. T's and C's apply.
IKEA is here to help turn your dream home into your real home.
discover new lower prices on over 1,000 of our favourite items, from beds to sofas and everything in between, like sofa beds. Make it happen today with IKEA.
In need of a gift idea? Maya's got you covered. Fill their stockings with playful PJs, or go from Grinch to Grins in matching Dr. Seuss sleepwear for the whole family. This Chrissy, make your merry meaningful.
Maya, my store.
I'm Brett Buckley from Ray White Business Sales. Our experience with FIVEAA right from the beginning was that we had ideas on what we wanted to do. They understand the medium better than us. They sat down with us. We worked out not just the type of advertisement we would put, but the wording of the advertisements we would put forward. The collaboration that we had with FIVEAA and the team was fantastic. The other thing we noticed about FIVEAA is because it is a talkback radio station, people are listening, and they're listening all the time. So when our advertisement comes on, their ears are still pricked and they're still listening to it.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 22 minutes after 4. Get to your calls in just a moment. 8223 0000. Everyone that goes to where in today's show is in the running for our Melbourne Cup sweep tomorrow afternoon. The winner gets 4 tickets, 4 passes to the Twilight Christmas races at Morphettville. Outstanding prize. Get on the phone. Let's check your traffic. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes Display Villages. Location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
G'day there. Look out for a breakdown at Wingfield at the moment. It's on the north-south motorway near Rosberg Road. Golden Grove, crash there. Bicentennial Drive near Botany Drive. Another collision. This one's at Belair, Sheoak Road near Serpentine Road. Bit sluggish at the moment at Dry Creek. Urgent telecommunication works there. Port Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive. And we've got cameras Crittenden Road, Finton, and Hillier Road at Brunello. Get more zeros in your life with the world's biggest jackpots. Download Australia's own Lottery Office app and play now. Or visit lotteryoffice.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
All right, let's find out who went from chocolate to bowl of lolly or rooster the feather duster. Chris at Enfield. G'day, Chris.
Hey guys, how you going?
Good, buddy.
That's good. Yeah, look, Rowey stole my thunder there, but I'm a West Coast supporter.
Oh, no.
And, it's been a hard couple of years. Going from the premiership in 2018, we were sort of on top of the world, and the team didn't change that much, and the wheels all fell off. So, the last 2 seasons across all the grades have been pretty dismal, though. So, yeah, definitely in that category.
Well, you got Don Pike, mate. You're in good hands. He'll turn it around.
Good CEO.
And what you need is a new PPT team. Hey, Chris, well done. You've got Magical Lagoon.
Number 16.
Out of the 7 barrier. Well done.
All right, let's go to Wally at Kings Park. G'day, Wally.
Yeah, good afternoon. Just a quick question for Timmy, maybe.
Yes, sir.
If Port Adelaide got into the AFL reserves, would Port Adelaide still have an under-16 and under-18 team?
No, they don't. They don't have any juniors now. They didn't.
Right.
Yeah, that finished up about 10 years ago.
I thought they would have continued on the stripe Guernseys.
Yeah, no, they haven't got any at the moment, Wally. So
okay.
Yeah, don't think they'll be going back there. So you get number 12 for your call, mate. Thank you. Beautiful.
Out of barrier 12, Dank Sweet Jr. Hello, Lenny.
Hi, boys.
Hey, Lenny.
Yeah, you might have to help me out here, because when Mike Tyson bit the ear off that guy, his opponent, I reckon he went from hero to zero in that.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield was the other boxer.
Evander, that's right. Evander,
Yeah,
I lost him after that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
His ear off.
I think you're right.
I mean, who'd do that?
He was in a bad place at the time, Mike.
He might have been.
Yeah.
Good on you, Lenny. You've got Absurd, the 7 horse out of barrier 8.
Good choice, that one. We got Anthony at Paraka. G'day, Anthony.
Yeah, g'day, boys. Look, I heard you speak about Wayne Orsby's dad a little earlier on the program.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty good story a Golf Pro told me a couple of years ago, so I'm pretty sure it's factual. Now, Wayne Orsby, he left the clubs just at the front of his house, probably near the garage. We've all done it. He went to get them, and they were gone. So they got flogged by some crooks.
Yep.
Anyway, what happened was Wayne Orsby's dad worked at the Drummond Golf, the one on South Road at Surbiton there.
Yeah.
Well, guess where the crooks took the golf clubs to sell?
Idiots.
They've handed the clubs over the counter and said, how much for these two drivers? And his dad's gone, well, just hold tight. I'll just get a quote for you. Rang the boys in blue. And sure enough, they got pinched, which is a great case of the karma bus hitting them right between the eyes.
That is a great story.
That is a great story.
That's a great story. Thanks, Anthony. You get number 6, Salcombe. So well done, mate.
That's a Chris Waller-Hills, that one.
That's one of the favourites.
That's a beauty, yeah. That'll go well. Don't worry. Well
Good
played,
story.
Anthony. Good story. Let's go to Peter at Henley Beach. G'day, Peter.
G'day, 5AA. How you going?
Good.
Listen, I reckon there's probably 4 chances in the cup, but I'll tell you number 5 and 6, 4-man and Salcombe.
Yep. Beautiful. All right, that's your tips for us. Well, we're going to give you...
Thanks, Pete.
We're going to give you number 2, so all the best with that. Alan Quer. There you go.
Alenqua. Good on you, Pete.
All right.
We've got another Pete at Croydon. Hello, Pete.
Hey, boys, how are you, all right?
Yeah, good, Pete.
Hey, when you're talking about 0 to hero, it's probably got to be the Adelaide Thunderbirds, hasn't it? Turned it around in the last 12 months.
They did go 0 to hero. Not
that
wrong.
is a great one.
Hadn't played finals for 10 years and then won it.
That is a great one.
No, great call. That's a reverse.
Good on you, Pete.
And you get number 4, Breakup. Also a good little horse.
Yeah. Keep them coming in. You go into our sweepstake.
Yeah.
4 by members tickets, that Christmas Twilight races at Morfettville. That's the 15th, yeah?
Yep.
Of December, correct?
Friday night.
And just on that day since last winning an AFL flag final, this popped up on my Twitter. So Collingwood, obviously 36 days. They won it this year.
Yeah, correct.
Lions 43, Carlton 49, GWS 50, Cats 406. That was since winning the 2022 flag because they didn't make the finals.
Sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Port Adelaide are in 10th, 798 days. They beat Geelong in 2021.
21,
yeah. Qualifying final. Crows, 2,234 days since the prelim Geelong victory in 2017.
So where does that put them on the ranking?
14th.
Okay. So
there's only 4 teams worse. North Melbourne, 2,960. But it gets to this. North Melbourne, the second worst, 2,969. The Bombers, today, 7,000 days since winning a final.
What?
7,000 days. It's actually 7,001. 2004. That's 19 years since they won a final.
So it was actually 2004. Wow.
19 years.
Yeah.
That's a feather duster.
That is, wow.
Estenar
I'm
feather
actually
dusters.
a bit staggered by that stat.
That is wild.
Yeah, you've done your homework there.
Oh, well, it was
I'm
on
impressed.
Twitter and I just copied it and hand wrote it and
you don't have to
thought
say
I'd
that.
share it with our listeners.
There are kids having 18-year-old birthdays and they haven't seen their team win a final.
There you go.
That's staggering.
It hurts. It hurts.
So how's equalisation working with that? The draft.
Not for them, that's for sure.
But what it tells you, how important personnel still is.
Yeah, true.
Recruiters, developers, coaches, players, talent.
Gee whiz.
I mean, it's meant to be an even playing field.
Well,
every 18 years you're meant to win one.
Correct.
Well, they haven't even won a final in 19. Stinky.
Lots happening in the ICC Cricket World Cup as well. On the other side of the 4:30 headlines, Gideon Haigh to join us to talk about it all.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
The state government announced Sunday night that shops can open midnight November 24 and then trade again on December 14, 21 and 22.
Informing Adelaide.
Businesses will also continue to have the option to open from 9am on Sundays.
It's kind of quaint, isn't it? Why is it that the government decides when shops get to open? Just as a matter of general principle. Why can't they just open when they want to open?
South Australia.
Then people get paid accordingly.
6am weekdays on 5AA. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. The largest ever pay rise offer has been made to SA teachers as the pay stoush continues. The latest deal on the table would see wages rise by 4% in the first year and 3 and 2.5% in subsequent years. The numbers are in from this year's AusAsia Festival, with more than 180,000 fans, families and foodies attending over the past 3 weeks. All Big Four banks are predicting interest rates will rise 0.25% when the RBA meets tomorrow. And in sport, retiring jockey Damien Oliver's Melbourne Cup fate will be determined tomorrow morning when vets inspect his ride, who has a foot abscess. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters.
And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
At Wingfield, breakdown on the north-south motorway near Rosberg Road. Coromandel Valley crashed their main north road near Ackland Road. And Dry Creek, urgent telecommunication works on Port Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive are slowing things up as well. Quite busy at the moment, South Road at Theberton with the Camera Airport Road at Brooklyn Park. 30 days, 30 deals is back at Macca's. A new deal every day for all of November, like a cheeseburger for only $1. You don't want to miss these deals, only on the My Macca's app. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA's weather, clear tonight down to 11, sunny and 27 tomorrow. Right now it is 24. We'll have more news at 5 and as it happens on 5AA.
If you make a living out of being a handy person, it's handy to know that Rollerco has got you covered when it comes to parts for sliding doors and windows. Actually, I'd say you're more than covered. We stock over 3,000 different spare parts, which means you can pop in, get what you need, and get back to it. No messing around. Time's money, right? Rollerco. We'll get you rolling. 26 Jacobson Crescent, Holden Hill. Just 15 minutes from the city.
I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. Back then, wasn't worried about me, though. In the gym, trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
The new Kia Seltos. That's what's poppin'. And yeah, it's got options. The new Kia Seltos. The word is out.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Oh, look, those who truly love coffee, me,
and I,
they know this. There's no end to the search for the perfect blend unless you know where to find it. And I reckon it was a good 18 years ago I found this.
Yeah, it was.
It would be easy 18 years.
Rundle Road.
There you go.
Just before you turn off
Simply
there to go
Coffee.
to the parade, you would have seen it many a time. Simply Coffee is heaven to Adelaide's coffee fanatics, sending them home with fresh and traditionally roasted coffee beans daily. You walk inside there, you can
The
smell it.
roaster's right there.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
You walk in on the right, there's the roaster.
I've actually got a little bit of footage on my phone of it.
Oh, get out.
Roasting and coming out.
You can get your own
Steaming.
blend. Now, as masters of beanology they understand every coffee connoisseur has their very own taste, their own flavour, and will find yours with a selection of about 18 beans from across the globe and ultimately blend it, provided either as fresh beans or an espresso compatible to your capsules. They're all up on the wall.
Yeah, yeah. I had
Colombia, Brazil.
I had one today.
Did you?
Beautiful, because we had a couple of capsules left. I think we're out. Better
Did you
go
take them off my...
Yeah, I did.
The black ones?
Damn it! So come and meet Pete and the team. You know, Lucy, Sally, they're all beautiful
Great people.
Find your ideal grind and upgrade from coffee made with love to coffee made with passion.
Simply Coffee, a cellar door for coffee lovers. Visit their Countdown store or order online at simplycoffee.com.au.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Spring has traditionally been the peak period for selling your home. As the temperature increases, so do the buyer numbers. But one thing that isn't rising is stock levels. This means there's even more demand for those properties that are on the market. Home values are at record highs and stock levels are at record lows. So there's a great chance to achieve a premium price for your home. With a team of unrivaled experience, Toop and Toop knows what it takes to maximise your results. Go to toop.com.au to find out more.
Breaking news at Beaumont's. Australia's newest range of hard flooring has arrived. Luxury vinyl, heavenly hybrid, stunning laminate and engineered timber. And right now, buy 5 square metres and get the next one free. For all your flooring needs, you'll be happy you chose Beaumont's.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
25 minutes to 5. Treaders is going to join us after 5 o'clock tonight. Glenn Boss, 3-time Melbourne Cup winning jockey, very shortly as well. But there was lots of cricket on the weekend at the World Cup, and Australia were one of the big winners.
Straight up. Keeper says mine, it is his. The game and the day belongs to Australia. The world champions England now officially out of the tournament.
Yeah, baseball's going well for him. Now, Gideon Haigh is a renowned cricket journalist and author. He's got his 50th publication out, Ashes 2023. It is a cricket classic. Great read. Great.
Congratulations on the 50.
Tournament, yeah.
He's got to put his head down and get the 100 now. Come on.
It's in all good bookstores. Gideon, mate, well done. Raise the bat, mate.
like most of my 50s, it's taken quite a while.
Oh, God. Tell us about it, because that Ashes 2023 series had it all.
Dear.
It was epic. I mean, it was my 7th visit to England as an Ashes supporter, and of course I've done all the home series in that time. And it's fair to say, pretty ordinary Ashes cricket in my time. I've seen some great stuff as well. I saw 2005, and this was right up there with it. It was an absolutely compelling narrative, made more compelling by the fact that the two teams were playing such contrasting versions of cricket. They were two different ideas. Australia brought into it its immaculately prepared, highly professional, very rigorous, very well-trained, very well-led cricket. And just for a change, England produced cricket of inspiration, of charisma, of industry, constant industry. I suspect I will never see an Australian attack treated with the cavalier intent that that England's batsmen greeted them with in this series. You really couldn't take your eyes off it. It was high rolling cricket, and it did lead to England losing a couple of tests, but they probably ended up being the better of the two teams. And the result was, I think, probably fair in the end. We had 4 close test matches, very close margins, and drawn 2-2. And the only one-sided test match was the one that was washed out the last 2 days in Manchester, ensuring a stalemate.
Yeah. Just wondering if you had Piers Morgan write you forward with his love on Bairstow for this Ashes book, Gideon.
Well, next best thing, I had my colleague Peter forward, who appeared on Piers' show, a very memorable contretemps, which Pete very much enjoyed. And it's fair to say that for the 2 weeks after what transpired at Lord's, the world did lose touch with reality. It was one of those incidents, wasn't it, at Lord's, where it sort of totally cohered with the country's impressions of one another. The English assumption that the Australians will always go that little bit too far because they lack, decent breeding. And also that Australian assumption that the English are just a little bit too precious and maybe a little bit hypocritical about the way in which they set standards of sportsmanship for everybody else.
Is it the ugliest Ashes series since Bodyline?
Look, at times it wasn't, I have to say. The strange thing is that it actually started off in quite a friendly fashion. And if you go back in time to the press after the first test, there were actually commentators saying that there wasn't enough needle between the two sides, that it was all just a little bit matey. But after what happened at Lord's on the final day, there was certainly no question about it staying that way. The crowds brought an unusual degree of hostility to occasions. It was disappointing, actually. I thought that the behaviour of English crowds. I thought the English let themselves off a little bit too lightly. They're inclined to tell us our own crowds are too partisan, but they set a very poor example. I think the Australians were a little bit taken aback by their treatment. And I think by the end of it, the Australians were pretty sick and tired of the way in which they were being treated. And I also feel there was a rather more tension than there should have been between the two teams. When Fish made a hash of having the Australians in for a drink after the final test, I thought there was more to that than carelessness. There was a little bit of that radical self-involvement that the English showed during the series, which actually irritated me somewhat. Even someone like me who actually enjoyed a lot of the cricket that he saw, I felt as though the English didn't set a particularly good example as hosts.
Yeah, look, we spoke to Merv Hughes during the Ashes series, and he had the feeling that he'd never seen crowds like it in his time. He said it feels like it's not any longer the clever Barmy Army songs that they would sing. It was outright hatred and disdain, and he said it was more like a soccer crowd than it was a cricket crowd.
The only person who said that, even people in England that I spoke to said that. People, solid Test cricket supporters who go year after year who said that actually it was so unpleasant they wouldn't go to a Test match themselves again. And I think that was more to do with, I think there were aspects of Brexit about that. The English are chippier than they used to be. They're a bit more up for a fight. They're a little bit more hostile to the rest of the world and a bit more inclined to lord it over the rest of us. And I think probably 2 years of COVID. Now, England had COVID very hard, a lot harder than we had it here. The death toll was so much higher and the impact on their economy was so much greater. Almost like going to the cricket to pour out their loathing for Australians was something a bit cathartic.
Gideon, is Bazball dead? Is it officially dead? They're going to finish bottom. We smashed them.
This would have been the tournament to use it, wouldn't it?
I would have thought so. He got the big golden quack, and we all laughed about that. How did you just see the game the other night?
It's strange, isn't it? Because, I mean, in some ways, Bazball started with a kind of a white ball revolution in England. After the 2015 World Cup and the disappointments therein, England went back to the drawing board and completely rewrote their approach to white ball cricket, and it paid off with a World Cup in 2019 and a T20 World Cup in 2021. But what happened between times was that as they tried to bring this approach to Test cricket, and in fact it paid off for them, they kind of took their eye off the ball. White ball cricket was concerned. They actually played, I think, most of all the nation in ODI cricket between 2019 and 2023. They stopped playing so much 50-over cricket. They tended to leave the older players in their place. And it's interesting to hear some of the English players say now that admitting that England failed to regenerate their white ball squads between times, and it's caught up with them in India.
Certainly has, Gideon. As always, all the best in all good bookstores. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Ashes 2023, a cricket classic. Great read, light read, good for Christmas.
50th book.
50th book.
Wow.
Prolific. Hold the bat up. Don't hold it up and wave it. Just up, acknowledge, down.
Head down.
Head
down. 100.
And get your 100. Hello, Scotty at Lewiston.
Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you?
Okay.
Good, Scotty.
Very good, mate.
Hey, the hero to zero, whatever you want to call him. Well, I've got two, but one would be this year would be Brodie Grundy. He sort of went from a hero 2 years ago. He was rated the best ruckman in the league. Now nobody wants him.
Yeah.
And then also the one I've got is back to 93 season with Derek Hickett when he played the whole season for Essendon and played all the finals and they dropped him for the GF.
That was horrible.
And they won the flag and he got dropped and then obviously he went over to Sydney after that.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, that was horrible, wasn't it?
He'd never forgive.
I don't know that relationship's ever been restored.
No, it couldn't. Scotty, thank you. You've got Serpentine, the number 18 horse, out of Barrier 1. Good luck. Hello, Tony.
Hello, how are you, boys?
Hey, Tony.
Payneham North Union, they finished bottom, or second bottom, not the season now, last season, and this year they made the grand final and they went back up into first div.
Good on them.
Oh, there you go.
Macca's team.
The recovery.
Hey?
Well done.
That's a great one, but that's a reverse.
Yeah, that's okay.
Zero to
you
hero.
can go 0 to hero.
Or hero to zero.
Yeah. No, that's the other way. That's when you drop down.
So you go up or down?
You can go up or down.
Good
well
on
done, Tony.
Well done. True marvel. That is.
Number 24 for you, sir.
Well done.
Well played. We got Brian. G'day, Brian.
Brian.
G'day, Rowey. Thanks, mate. Look, mate, I'm wondering why they call the Melbourne Cup the Melbourne Cup.
Why?
We've got 20 of the 24 horses come from the Northern Hemisphere. There's 9 from Ireland, should be the Dublin Cup. There's 7 from France. There's a couple of Poms in there and there's a couple of Japanese. There's even one Irish horse with a Japanese name to rub salt into the wound. You've just got to wonder what's going on. It's hard to get a run for an Australian horse.
Yeah, Akita Sushi. Should we cap it, you reckon, Brian?
Well,
They
I
have
think
talked
it's got
about that,
everything
haven't
to
they?
do with everything to do with the money, mate.
Of course it is.
They just don't get that sort of money, so they'll row them out here in a 10-foot tinny to get that sort of...
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
let's hope an Aussie horse wins. I know which one I like. Right you are. Now, Brian, you've got Cleveland, the 10 horse.
Yeah, just for that, we're giving you an Irish horse. There you go.
To be sure.
Beautifully done.
2:30 tomorrow. Keep your calls coming in, 8223 0000. As we said, you're in the running for those outstanding 4 passes to the Morphettville Christmas Twilight races
you wanna
if you're
go
on
to
the
that.
air tonight. So keep your calls coming in. Let's check your traffic. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes Display Villages. Location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
Belair crash on Sheoak Road near Serpentine Road. Coromandel Valley, a crash there, Main Road near Ackland Hill Road. And Somerton Park, another collision, Oaklands Road near Diagonal Road. Sluggish at the moment, South Road at Karata Park. Quite busy, Brighton Road at Brighton, with a camera at Days Road at Croydon Park. Enjoy exceptional savings on Mercedes-Benz demonstrator models and a 4.99% comparison rate when you finance with Mercedes-Benz Financial. Limited time, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. Tune into the 5AA Sports Show each week for Where Are They Now? The sporting names you remember from the past, revisited. Thanks to Walco. Get a Walco blankie for your pool this summer and save water evaporation and money. Walco.com.au.
The 2023 Multicultural Festival is on Sunday the 12th of November in Victoria Square, Tundanyanga, Adelaide. Brought to you by the State Government, this festival celebrates South Australia's diverse community and cultural harmony. Come along and try a new international cuisine, learn a cultural dance, watch amazing performances, or get creative with traditional arts and crafts. A day for the whole family. Entry is free too. Gates open at 11 a.m. Find out more at multicultural.sa.gov.au.
With energy prices continuing to soar, Solar Heart is helping smart Australians soak up more sunshine, store more energy, and save more money on every bill. And right now, you can save up to $750 on Solar Heart solar power systems. The bigger the system, the bigger the saving. But with government incentives set to reduce, it pays to get in quick. Don't settle for soaring energy prices. Get smart. Get Solar Heart. Terms and conditions apply.
12 to 5, Treaders for the last time after 5 o'clock. Going to have an awards evening.
Oh, I like it.
We're going to do awards. Do not miss that. Now, after 25 years of delivering perfect service, ASIC Couriers is evolving to better reflect what they do now. You know what? They're not just a courier.
Yeah.
They're more than that.
Caught up with Chris the other day, didn't we? Yeah,
Gee, he hits a good ball.
Yeah, he does play good golf. So you're right. They're the go-to for fast, secure and reliable national transport solutions. So they are now known as ASIC Transport Solutions.
Why would you be? But this is still a family business. Nothing's changed. They focus on local communities. They support Breakthrough Mental Health Research Foundation, 25 local sporting clubs, hearts as big as Farlap.
Lions. Yep.
Lions.
Like yeah, Farlap's a good one with the Melbourne Cup coming up. So as they continue to grow, they'll need more drivers. So if you've got a 1 or 2 tonne van or a 1 tonne ute, kickstart an amazing career with ASIC Transport Solutions. Give them a call today. ASIC.
As we all know, SA is going through a housing crisis right now, but McGain Real Estate really want to help. If you're a landlord looking to sell your property, but you're feeling a bit guilty about disrupting an awesome tenant, McGain have landlords ready to purchase your property and keep that tenant in place. The team at McGain have hundreds of landlords ready to buy investment properties, so there's no need to stress about asking the tenant to move out or waiting for the lease to end. Visit mcgain.com.au.
Medicines just got cheaper for a range of ongoing health conditions. Now, selected PBS medicines can be prescribed for 60 days, saving you money and time by giving you twice the medication for the cost of a single prescription. Here you go.
Thanks, Doc.
Ask your doctor if a 60-day prescription is right for you, or visit health.gov.au/cheaper medicines. Part of making Medicare stronger.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
I'm Ned, and I'm a geek. I'm no good at voiceovers, but amazing at fixing your tech problems. All Geeks to You techies work on any device and give great advice. For in-person or remote tech support, go to geeks2u.com.au. That's the number 2, the letter U.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
10 minutes to 5. Treaders coming up after 5 o'clock, and keep your calls coming in. Every caller tonight goes into our Melbourne Cup sweep, where you're a chance to win 4 members' passes to the Christmas Twilight Races at Morphettville. That's December 15 on a Friday night. Couldn't think of much better to do. Maybe watching tomorrow when the Melbourne Cup is on. The Melbourne Cup Carnival's live and free on 10 and 10 Play.
Well, Rowey, that race that stops the nation, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be on. Don't worry about that. And we've got one of, racing's royalty here. Here's one of his great moments.
Here's Makybe Diva. A nation roars for a hero. She's starting to wind up. 300 left to go now. Makybe Diva's racing up. Envoy's trying to go with her. They've got to Portland Singer and Lachlan River. Here comes Like a Falcon and Excellent. But Makybe Diva clear with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Orizurn runs on. But a champion becomes a legend. Makybe Diva has won it.
Oh, and so did you, my friend Glenn Boss. Welcome to the show.
Tim, how are you, my friend?
Fantastic, mate. What a magnificent moment that was, 3 in a row. I don't think it'll ever be repeated, but we'll just keep our fingers crossed that it's not, mate. Hey, you're promoting, of course, you're on with 10 and promoting the whole carnival itself, but it's been a great carnival so far. We've had the Caulfield Cup without a fight win that, Cox Plate, Romantic Warrior, the Derby, Riff Rocket on the weekend. So which run you reckon's impressed you the most?
Oh, Romantic Warrior and the Cox Plate. That was unbelievable. I bet, how do you compare them? They've all been pretty spectacular victories, and the racing, you're right, it's been unbelievable this spring in Melbourne. So I dare say we're going to see a lot more stories that unfold on Tuesday, because it's going to be one hell of a race.
We do say it's the race that stops the nation, but the massive crowd gets out to Flemington, doesn't it? It'll be the same again. What sort of weather are we expecting?
Yeah, the weather could be touchy. We've got, it's saying 28, 29 degrees with maybe thunderstorms coming through at some point. So, hey, we're in Melbourne. Anything, right?
The old 4 seasons in one day.
I think it might be one of them.
Beautiful. Would that one, like a horse like Gold Trip, like it, a little bit softer or not?
Yeah, he'd like to see there was some water on the track, because if you get a really hot day and that track dries out, it's probably not going to be detrimental to his chances.
Yeah.
Bossy, I like Omen Bets. I'm not a big punter. I like the 8 horse coming from barrier 15. Rate you are. Bossy, rate you are. Hey, yes. Is it a chance?
I wouldn't be getting... I don't think you'll get rich on that one. I mean, if you win, I know you're a massive punter, so...
Bossy.
It's currently 50 to 1 at the moment, so once you start putting your cash on, I'm thinking they might tighten the odds up. How shrewd you are.
Hey, am I reading it right? I know there's a fair bit of class with the internationals there, but I just got a feeling an Aussie horse is going to get up tomorrow. I really do.
Well, I hope you're right. I really do hope you're right. Obviously Gold Trip is defending his crown. He's got to go up and weight this year, and it's probably, I'd suspect, well, I'm not going to suspect, it is a stronger race than last year. So he's going to have to be at his very best. James is going to have to be inch perfect tomorrow on him. But they talk about the ban, and the money that has come for a third is ridiculous. So Willie Mullins, he's had an 18-month plan with Vauban, and he hasn't brought a third over here just as a stablemate. I think he's got a chance of nearly Quinelli in the race.
So Damien Oliver, is he going to be left high and dry? Is number 2 going to get scratched?
Yeah, well, it's going to be vetted tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Oh, dear.
It reported slightly lame again, but what happens with the guys with a stone bruise, it's like if you've got a stone in your shoe and you take it out, all of a sudden the pain just goes. These things can disappear in a heartbeat. So if it bursts and the stone bruise and the bruising comes out, he'll be as right as rain. So we've just got to pray that that happens, and because it'd be just be great. I mean, the horses probably can't win, but it'd be so good to have Damien riding his last one. But the way Damien's going, I wouldn't put anything beyond him.
Ooh,
good call. Hey, mate, how much importance do you put on any of the horses having run the distance, 3,200? We know there's a couple of winners in there, obviously Gold Trip, but Vow and Declare. Does it matter if you haven't run the 3,200?
Oh, it definitely helps. It definitely helps if you run the trip, okay? But it's not a given these days. These horses have, they've been well campaigned. They've been well prepped up for this race. So it's just a matter of getting there and on the day. And, being right on the day, that's really all that matters.
Hey, of course, Channel 10 bringing us the whole Melbourne Cup Carnival. You've borrowed Eddie Maguire as well. That's a fair, what would you say, an in into the lineup?
Yeah, Eddie's brilliant, isn't he? He's across everything, Eddie. Eddie everywhere, we call him. But, no, he just brings a lot of class to it. And he's very passionate about this sport. He just loves it. So he brings a lot of energy to the room. I give you the tip.
So, Bossy, you've ridden 96 Group 1s, 3 Melbourne Cups. It's the night before the Cup. What do? You go to the pub, you have a schnitty, get a couple of beers in you?
Keep your routine.
What do you do, Bossy?
For the guys who are riding, listen, they would have done all their homework today. They would have locked and loaded. So tonight they would have had a clear picture of what they're doing. Go to bed, have a good night's sleep, and then the thinking doesn't, you don't have to think, hopefully not think about it. You want to just get there, feel the day, get into your rhythm, and these boys would have had several rides before the Melbourne Cup, so they'll be in their rhythm and just get out there and, number one, enjoy the experience, but number two, if you start thinking about it too much, your moments are lost. So you just want to be there and just back yourself and back your horse that you know that you can get the job done.
See, listen more to the trainer, the owners, or the connections, or your own gut?
No, your own. You back yourself.
Well done.
Just back yourself. You know you're good enough for the job. That's why you're there. I mean, these riders aren't there for a fluke. So you just back your judgment and back yourself in.
All right, Bossy, give us a top 3 and a value bet.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, geez. Okay, Vauban is my top pick from Without a Fight and Absurd. And I'll tell you what, I know he's not a value, but Solcombe, if he happens to jump, he's got the class to win, but you're going to have your heart in your mouth if he jumps.
That is very well done.
Right you are, Bossy, right you are.
Well, he's just told you about that.
Good luck.
Good luck on it.
Tell you what, if the money comes, if your money comes, you might even start favourite, right you are.
Hey, Bossy.
We might start something here.
I love it, mate. You're a legend. Glenn Boss is, he's going to be covering everything on the Melbourne Cup Day. Don't worry about that. With Channel 10, he's an absolute champion, and thank you very much for your time.
Always a pleasure, guys. Have a great Tuesday.
He's a ripper. Glenn Boss, our guest. I've got one thing in common with him.
Yeah, what is it?
I, too, have ridden Makybe Diva.
Oh, you rode the statue, didn't you?
I am Port Lincoln foreshore. After a few cans.
I reckon there's been a few of us have done that.
Gave it a hell of a whipping down there at Port Lincoln. Glenn Boss, our guest.
2 minutes to 5. Treaders to join us after the news.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
At the Samry Cheese Grater on North Terrace, we're celebrating 10 great years of health and medical research. Adelaide's brightest minds are researching dementia, endometriosis, spinal cord injury and cancer, to name a few. We're working hard to cure disease and save lives, and there's more for our bright minds to discover, so we'll keep searching for another 10 years. At Samry, we don't grate cheese, we do great things. Follow our research at samry.org.au.
Hi, Alan from Mannix Air. Is your heating system no longer doing the job, or has it completely given up the ghost? It doesn't matter if it's an old evaporative gas or reverse cycle system, upgrade it now to a latest model super efficient inverter reverse cycle unit and be comfortable all year round. Purchase with big cash buy discounts, and right now we'll double it when you trade in your old unit. Hurry, this offer won't last. Call 1300 Mannix or go online anytime.
The Roller Door Doctor, this is Nurse Tracy.
I seem to have a little issue down south.
That's okay, we do all areas.
You do? Well, I can't seem to get it up anymore.
No problem. At the Roller Door Doctor, we do all types and brands of garage doors. So we can help you get it up again.
The Roller Door Doctor, helping SA get it up for over 30 years. Contact the Roller Door Doctor for garage door repairs, service and installation. therollerdoordoctor.com.au.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. For over 50 years we, the Lynn Andrews team, have specialised in commercial and residential property management. But above all, we specialise in people, helping to make life easier for investors and tenants. Everyone is treated with empathy and respect. It's the way we do business. It's the Lynn Andrews way. For residential and commercial property management, we're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Clear tonight, sunny and 27 tomorrow. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
A $1.4 billion offer has been put to the state's teachers in an effort to avert industrial action later this week. The offer will be discussed by the Education Union Executive later this hour. Education Minister Blair Boyer says it's the largest ever pay rise offer made.
Over the 3 years of the agreement that we are proposing, a 4% increase in the first year, a 3% increase in the second year, and a 2.5% increase in the third year.
A third person has died following a fatal crash in the state's mid-north last month. A van and car came together at Everard Central. An 86-year-old man from Clare was taken to the Royal Adelaide Hospital in a critical condition. He's passed away today. The Prime Minister is defending his international travel, arguing Australia is a trading nation and must engage. Anthony Albanese is in China, where he's trying to restore more than $1 billion in wine, seafood and beef sales. But some Australians believe Mr Albanese is out of the country far too often. The PM maintains the travel is leading to economic benefits.
Yesterday I was with 250 Australian businesses. That's about Australian jobs. That has an impact on our economy. That has an impact on inflation. It has an impact on how successful we are. We're a trading nation. This is very much in Australia's national interest.
In New South Wales, a court has heard William Tyrrell's foster mother was previously grilled about a police theory she found his body after a deadly balcony fall. Court reporter Josh Bryant has more.
William Tyrrell's foster father is fighting accusations he lied to the State Crime Commission relating to answers he gave over whether the foster mother had struck a child who is not William. The officer in charge of this investigation has been asked in court about a theory put to and rejected by the foster mother that she disposed of William's body after he fell from a balcony. When questioned about the relevance of questions relating to the treatment of the other child, he said he believes it goes to character and propensity to harm a child. No one has ever been charged over William's disappearance, and his foster parents deny any involvement.
An additional 3,000 people are being hired by the federal government to staff Centrelink call centres. It's an attempt to reduce the blowout in waiting times for those trying to have their claims processed. Services Minister Bill Shorten admits there is a fraud risk in speeding up claims.
One thing we have learned out of Robodebt is and again this is the catch-22, if you do things too quickly, you don't check it and then you make a mistake and then you've got to ask for money back. I'd rather get the payment assessment right rather than have to litigate about a mistake.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new Paradox Rift Pokemon trading cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
It's late on day one of the SA Queensland Shield match at the Gabba. The Bulls won the toss and elected to bowl. At the tea break, the Redbacks are 2 for 141. Jake Carter and Daniel drew the wickets to fall. Retiring champion jockey Damien Oliver will have to wait until tomorrow morning to find out whether his last Melbourne Cup mount will be scratched, with his ride Alan Kerr in doubt due to a foot abscess. But Oliver says it's not a nervous wait for him with the decision out of his hands.
I'll probably sleep all right tonight, I think, a bit more relaxed. If you're on a favourite, it's usually a little bit more of a sleepless night. But I've ridden in 32 of them, so pretty comfortable going into it this year.
Vauban is the favourite to win the $8 million race. And Max Verstappen has extended his lead in a record-breaking Formula One season, taking out the Brazilian race for his 17th victory. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
G'day there at Dry Creek. Urgent telecommunication works on Paul Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive. Globe Valley Park, road plates in use of the South Road and Dawes Road intersection. Speeds out of 40, quite bumpy through there. Look out for works at Salisbury Lane Close. Park Terrace near Paternoster Road, speeds at 25. Cameras at Brooker Terrace, Richmond and Hillier Road at Ranella. Exclusive Hot Wheels are at Drake's right now, but they won't last long. Get one free when you spend $60 or more at Drake's. T's and C's apply. See drakes.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota forklift advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear tonight down to 11, sunny and 27 tomorrow. Wednesday partly cloudy 26, Thursday sunny and 30. Right now it's 24 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, a moment of apparent road rage spills onto an innocent semaphore family's front yard. Will teachers walk off the job just as Year 12s begin exams? How Centrelink claims will now be processed faster. The Adelaide suburbs where property values are soaring. And the cool hacks to rein in your air conditioning bill. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
Health Fund members make healthy savings at Lordman and Pank Optometrists. Get $100 off a complete pair of prescription glasses or prescription sunglasses when you spend $350 before November 18. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Lordman and Pank. We care for eyes.
Hi, it's Peter and Justin Berkowitz from Berkowitz Furniture. Justin, I'm announcing our exceptional sale.
What's exceptional about it?
Customers save up to 25% on exceptional Norwegian brands like Stressless and IMG, and Australian brands which they can customise to their own exceptional taste. They'll save up to 25% across the store.
Is there anything that's not on sale?
Nope, no exceptions.
That's exceptional.
For a few days only at Berkowitz.
The Furniture Family.
Mile End Homemaker Centre.
Business notifications out of hand? Thrive Command Centre keeps your customer emails, texts and social messages all in one place, so you never miss a message. Get it free today at thrive.com.au. T's and C's apply. Free plans have limited functionality.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
6 minutes after 5 here on this Monday afternoon. Coming up on the Sports Show this hour, Ben Halloran to join us from Adelaide United. We've got Sarah Allen from the Crows AFLW side. Terry McAuliffe as well. He's going to preview the Melbourne Cup tomorrow. And every caller tonight goes into our Melbourne Cup sweep, where you're a chance to win 4 passes to the Christmas Twilight Races at Morfettville, Friday the 15th of December. But right now, for the last time for this season, we're welcoming in Warren Tredrea.
Throws it up long, goes clear, Tredrea!
Warren Tredrea.
The Premiership Cup to the captain, Warren Tredrea. Oh, Tredrea! Party time!
On the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, quite an emotional moment, really.
It is.
The last time this season, Warren Gary Tredrea joins us.
Some fans are going, thank God he's gone.
Well, mate, there's been a lot of awards nights. You normally have best and fairest
Yeah.
and the like. I did the Sandford Community and...
Yes, you did.
Exactly, and Volunteers Awards night Friday night. So you thought you'd do your own little awards evening, eh?
Yeah, and part of it before...
Bit of tongue-in-cheek stuff.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit of taking the PI double fives here.
Right.
So I've got some great awards, right?
Ooh.
And then some forgivable
I like that.
I don't want to
Drum roll
remember it.
too.
All right. So my first award, it's not normally associated with football. It's called the Meteor Award. Players who were very good, who went to superstardom.
So rocketed up to
And
the...
for Port Adelaide's winner is this man.
Cuts the angle, feeds Butters. Butters beats everyone as usual. Goes for home. It's getting ridiculous how good this guy is. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
How'd I go?
Yeah.
Good start?
100%.
And for the Crows, their skipper Jordan Dawson. I thought he had a phenomenal season.
Yeah.
He went from a gun half-back flanker to an All-Australian best and fairest winner inside mid. Phenomenal.
Well done.
All right.
No, I like that.
Second award. this
Congratulations. A good start.
evening. The I'm Not Done Yet award.
Ah.
Right, this one's a bit of a chat. For me, for the Crows, it's absolutely Matt Crouch. Every day of the week.
Yep. Last 6 weeks, get in, averages his 30.
Yep.
Changed his game, can run and carry, break forward a stoppage.
Thought he was
And
excellent.
but he's got wheels on the outside of him now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He can give it to Dawson.
He proved his worth.
It's not Laird giving it to Keys, giving it to Matt Crouch. He's got wheels on the outside of him, and that's his
this
value.
is my award ceremony. You didn't win the award. Stop speaking. You didn't accept
You told me to...
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Port
Apologies.
Adelaide winner, Travis Spoke.
Oh, yes. That was a late entry.
That was a
wasn't
late
it?
entry because he nearly didn't get a contract, but he got a contract. You're not happy with it, Rowey?
Oh, well, I don't reckon they're playing him in the right position, are they?
That's one. That's
No.
probably. I know he would
That's
be thinking
fair, though,
that.
isn't it, that award?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. But,
What?
but, I think this wins.
Oh, hello. I'm not done.
I think Ken's position, sadly, is untenable so early in the season, off the back of conceding 39 goals in 2 weeks and lacking effort.
He was just
I
starting
did that without his notice.
He was just starting to forget
Now, come on, mate. That was round 3, you
Yeah,
numbnut.
I'm in rehab for that. Moving on to the award ceremony. This is my awards. Go away. The Clutch Award.
Clutch, meaning
People who
take the
when
moment.
You got the moment. You got to deliver.
Yep, good call.
And if it's wet and it's the MCG,
Ooh, hello.
you're outside 50.
Yep. I hand off. Yeah, give it off.
We didn't have a problem.
No, Houston.
There's the siren. Dan Houston is 50 out. He'll have to kick from 55. Here comes Dan Houston for the moment of all moments for Port Adelaide. It's online. It's on the line. Punched over from Essendon.
It'll be a review.
This is SCG all over again.
It
round
is.
4.
It is.
We're going to score review over the line by about 40, 50 centimetres. The Power celebrate a dozen wins in a row.
Does Tuggers get an award? He's called everything.
He has indeed.
It's funny.
He's been
I sent through the
prolific.
message this afternoon. I need
Yeah.
this audio. Isn't it convenient that he puts his own audio in
Yeah,
every time?
Well, he actually layers it over the top. He wasn't there.
And for the Crows,
You give us the
and
Crows.
for the Crows, the Clutch Award, and it's not one set moment, but Taylor Walker's 76
Oh, my
goals.
word.
Oh, yes. When he was retired in a nursing home, it was a phenomenal performance.
Phenomenal.
3 years ago, he was gone. 76 goals. Well done to Tex. Well, this is the bit that
Hope he backs up.
when we don't go well, this show's phones blow up. don't
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Important Crows lose.
Yep.
We always want someone to blame.
Yep.
So off the top of your head, Timmy,
Uh-huh.
Port Adelaide.
So
Who
this
do
is
you
the blame
think is
award.
the fans' Fall Guy Award. Every time they lose, they could play a great game and kick 10 goals. But they will blame Todd Marshall. Is that fair? Tim?
He's the Darren Smith of the new era.
Yes.
Yep.
And for the
Smithy
Crows.
used to cop it.
Well,
back
hang
in
on. There's
my
one
day.
worse than that.
Who?
The coach.
But coaches always.
You just
cop
gave
it.
him an award.
Yeah. Coaches always cop it.
Coach's copper.
Yeah, this is player.
And
Yeah,
for the Crows?
I'd say as a player.
And for the
him.
Crows?
Oh, I reckon
Who?
Murph gets smashed.
Who else do you smash?
Who? Keys?
Yeah, keep going.
Symbols McKenzie?
Yep.
I've got 3.
So we're just talking about
That's
the
Riley
Stephen
O'Brien.
Rowe.
Yeah, the Stephen Rowe Fall Guy Award.
Is that the Rowey Award?
Rowey donated the award.
Oh, I'm happy to donate it.
Sponsored by Complete Windscreens.
Yeah.
Stephen Rowe.
8269
But
44
with your
44.
footy club, you got the blokes who don't take a huge amount of the salary cap, but you look when you run down the race and you look and you go, I know this bloke's.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So it's the Unsung Heroes Award.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, I like
And
this
you
one.
might not like this one because here it goes.
Ben Keys has got it instead. He's within range. He's 40 out. He's got to run around. Sees it on the line. Left footer. Hooks it back. Kicks on its way. He's got it. Unbelievable scenes. No, it's hit the post.
It's hit the post.
I don't believe it.
I hate that.
But take away the moment, he is delivered.
Of course he has.
For a bloke who's delivered from Brisbane,
Yep.
got delisted,
Yep.
he runs his guts
100%.
off.
100%.
If I had hair, I wouldn't do what he does with his hair, but hey, I can't criticise because I don't have any.
But 100%.
But he goes to war with you every week.
Yep.
And for Port Adelaide?
And he's trying to improve
Absolutely.
aspects of his game.
He's a pro.
First is.
And I know you love him.
Oh,
He's in the
Port.
midfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess.
Wow. Good old Drewy.
Yep, Willem Drew.
Willem Drew.
Okay.
I
He
think
is
he's
as hard as a cat's
He's
head.
the one percenter.
He is the bloke who lets Butters and Rosie release.
Yeah.
He plays on the toughest guy. He just keeps having a go. And that's why those two are the
smart
unsung
footballer
heroes.
too, I reckon.
Yeah. So, but when you get people through the gate, Modra was a ticket item, wasn't he? Scotty Hodges was a ticket item. Gavin Wanganeen was a ticket item.
Absolutely.
I'd argue that this bloke is a ticket item too.
Keys fired it out. Rankin, if anyone can, yes, Isaac Rankin.
Yeah, he is the big show.
He is. And there was about
like
19
Maxwell.
different goals I could have picked from. And for Port Adelaide, it's Connor Rosie.
I'd
Zach
agree with
Butters,
that.
it's Connor Rosie. He's the one forward to centre, can do everything.
Yep.
Jason Horne-Francis is probably unlucky not to get that award, but the Party Time Award goes to Isaac Rankin and Connor Rosie. This is the next one that's... You got to call stuff out.
Okay.
The Year to Forget Award.
Oh, no.
Poor Ollie Wines had a tough one.
Yeah, he had a tough one.
Knee surgery, no pre-season, never recovered, and he's already already doing the hard yards.
Yeah, hopefully that.
It's a redemption. He'll be in the
Hopefully that
redemption
comes good.
awards next year.
I hope so.
But for the Crows, right?
No, but it wasn't all him. He got forced out onto a wing.
Yeah, but
That's
he
the
did
coaches.
he did too because his
Give you
form
that.
dropped off
All right.
and he had no prep. And sadly,
All
for
right.
his point of view, Butters and Rosie went to superstardom. Who's the Crows option? I've got two. The Year to Forget award. Sloan and Duday come to mind.
Well, Duday did his knee, so that's,
Well, that's a
an obvious
year to
one.
forget.
And he's gone.
Stolen.
Yeah, that's a lead to forget. Rory, you'd have to have him in there.
Yeah.
Came back from a knee, battled his little heart out, had moments in games, but didn't have great games. There's one thing we know about him, as the Superman's playing in the background. There's one thing we know about him. He can turn himself into Superman. He'll have a massive pre-season, but he needs to. Sign another year. He's staying. But he'd like to forget that year, absolutely.
All right, my last award.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah, this is your award, Tim. You gave me another idea.
Oh, good.
The
Are you doing this on the fly?
The Stiff Award.
Oh,
Stiff.
yeah.
Dead set Stiff Award.
You have to be,
Dead
yeah,
set
I'm with you.
Stiff.
Dead set.
Port Adelaide. It's got to be Xavier Dersma getting traded, doesn't it?
Yeah, dead set.
Good call.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
call. I feel like that. I feel it. He's a victim of circumstance, as the Three Stooges would say.
Do it like a Three Stooges.
Go on.
See, I know how to
And
lead
talk
you
about
out.
get the 5AA
Nah,
Moz.
Stiff.
You get the 5AA Moz on you.
Yeah.
We talk about the breakfast show.
Oh, true.
The list is unbelievable. Our own fishing show, Ned McHenry.
Oh, he was
He's
stiff.
stiff. He played sub 6 times.
Stiff. Stiff.
Professional sub.
Stiff.
Yeah.
Yep. The old squid jag.
Yeah.
They
So,
are stiff.
Apologies to anyone else who didn't get any awards.
I liked
We've gone
it.
through 8
That was
different
good.
awards.
That was outstanding.
Thank you, Tim.
That's probably you've gone out on a high.
Hang on.
You're the meteor.
Hang on.
Yeah. Well.
I've got a bomb to drop next.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
What, after the break?
Mate, talk about value on my last day. You're getting it, bro.
Oh,
Hang on, so we're going to go to a break, and after it, there's going to be a bomb.
There's a whisper coming.
A Warren
A
Treadray.
a big whisper. And I might even claim it.
No, claim it.
I might claim it.
Don't go anywhere. Treaders is going kabang!
17 after 5. We'll check your roads first. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes Display Villages. Location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
Dry Creek Urgent Telecommunication Works on Port Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive. Clough Valley Park, road plates in use of the South Road and Dawes Road intersection. Speeds out of 40 and quite bumpy through there. Look out for a lane closed at Salisbury on the drive home. Park Terrace near Paternoster Row. Speeds at 25. Cameras the Savo, Trimmer Parade Season and Sir Donald Rabbit Drive at Brooklyn Park. Dan Murphy's don't match. They beat prices like Gordon's Premium Pig Gin 1 litre, just $67 for My Dan's members. Ends Wednesday. Choose to drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Introducing the 2023 World Performance Car of the Year, the Kia EV6 GT. 430 kilowatts of power and 740 newton meters of torque. With its unique Australian-tuned GT suspension and steering, the Kia EV6 exceeds all expectations. The Kia EV6 GT, the most powerful Kia ever built.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
A lot of shopping centres are the same. Same predictable shops, same people. But if you want something new, check out Newton Central with Drake's, Barossa Fine Foods, Seafood Works, Target and many more specialty shops. It's the kind of centre where you can get some retail therapy, do the weekly shop or gather all the fine ingredients you need for an impressive family feast. Want something new in your life? Choose a new local. Choose Newton Central, Gorge Road, Newton.
Or late scratching. This isn't
late scratching.
This isn't
Real.
This isn't Treader's bomb.
No.
Who's out of the Melbourne Cup?
Melbourne race 7, number 10, Cleveland. Has just been scratched.
So we'll give Brian another horse.
Yeah, I think we have
And
to.
we'll take your calls
Right,
with
Brian.
Treaders after the break.
Good work. Now, listen, the swear jar is back at Urban
Yeah, it
Bathrooms
is.
and Kitchens, and, well, to be fair, it never actually went away, but it's larger than ever, and I'll tell you why. It's because they swear to keep things, the way you want them when you do things with Urban kitchens and bathrooms now. The swear jar, it's a massive one down there. It's as big as a keg. But the Bi-Urban swear jar is completely different. It's full of pledges and promises.
Certainly is. Here's an example. This is straight out of the swear jar, Bi-Urban swear jar, bathrooms and kitchen. It's from Marty Moose. Marty Moose the Tyler, affectionately known as Millimetre Martin. He swears you'll love his millimetre perfect craftsmanship. And I'll tell you, a good tiler makes your tiles. Now, if you've seen Marty's work, you'll know what he means. He is impeccable.
And here's one from Rick the plumber. Rick swears to always clean up after himself. Guaranteed. How good's that? Thank you, Rick. Come over to my house. I'm sure our listeners will hold you to that promise.
They are Adelaide's home renovation experts. There's only one name. Well, there's three. Urban Bathrooms by Kitchens. Bi-Urban's Bathrooms and Kitchens.
That's a better order.
Kitchens, Bathrooms, Bi-Urban. Bi-Urban's Bathrooms and Kitchens. Adelaide home renovation experts.
Thinking about a solar battery? Don't wait. Connect with NRG Solar and bring home a solar battery with a rock-solid 10-year warranty. Use the energy you generate during the day to store some for later, reducing reliance on energy providers and putting money back in your pocket. Experience blackout protection that'll save you thousands, all at your fingertips through a user-friendly app. Embrace 24/7 solar today. Visit nrgsolar.com.au. That's nrgsolar.com.au.
G'day everyone, Cornsey here. Now, I know a great team and I see one, and the South Australian hydraulic team I rate the highest is BL Shipway. I've known them for a long time. David Shipway is one of the best blokes you'll ever meet. BL Shipway, they've been looking after your hydraulic and pneumatic needs since 1953 with brands like Ryco, Rexroth, Enerpac, Hydac, Oilpath, EasyFit and many more. And if you can't get to them, they'll send a Ryco 24/7 van to you anytime, anywhere. blshipway.com.au, a South Australian team you can count on.
Business notifications out of hand? Thrive Command Centre keeps your customer emails, texts and social messages all in one place, so you never miss a message. Get it free today at thrive.com.au. T's and C's apply. Free plans have limited functionality.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
22 after 5. You can watch along on Facebook and YouTube on our Foodland live stream. Treaders is in the building, and keep your calls coming in, 8223 0000. You're into our Melbourne Cup sweep. Every caller on the air tonight.
No doubt about that. Now, Treaders, you
All right,
did tease us prior to the break with a big whisper to go.
Hit us.
Well, to finish up on.
Well, it's not breaking news because I don't have it verified, but what I will say is a few weeks ago I said, would you move early on a Connor Rowey or a Zach Butters? And how long could you sign him for?
Move early on both, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I moved more on Zach before Connor because one's in Melbourne.
I heard a whisper the other day
Ooh.
is that Connor Rowey is on the verge of signing the richest deal in the club's history.
Wow.
Dollars or term or both? Wow. So he'll be
I'd
$1 million man.
Well, it has to be. He has to be. The cap went up by 10%.
Yeah.
I think if you're serious and you look at some of the money, and I heard some whispers around what Clayton Oliver was on, 1.2 plus. Connor Rowey's as important to Port Adelaide as Oliver is to
100%.
Melbourne.
More so.
So
now.
I suspect that it'd at least be a 5-year extension. He's got one to go. And I'm also hearing, too, captaincy-wise, he's leading the running.
Wow.
So don't be surprised if it's him captain, Zach Butters vice. No decision's been made, but don't be surprised if that works out.
How soon will they announce that, do you think? Or do they need to?
Christmas is not far away, is it?
Do you think there's something...
The club holds them back all the time.
Do you think there's something in what Rowey said, though, about getting Zach done because he is an interstater?
I suspect that they'd be knocking down both doors. And both are happy to stay, my information would suggest.
Well, who's a flight risk?
Well...
I mean, Connor's getting married.
No,
just got engaged, set up in Adelaide from South Australia, marrying, engaged to a South Australian girl. Zach is a Victorian boy, but I think that there was always potentially the risk of losing him, but I don't think that's live right now. I think he's as
committed.
He's very committed.
Yeah, he loves it.
All right, Connor Rowey, captain, and a 5-year extension on his contract, $1 million a year.
I think at least. At least.
Are you claiming this one?
Well, I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'll probably hear it back the other way. But I'd suggest that that's
Nothing
what I'm
wrong
hearing.
with that.
It's a good whisper to go around the traps.
Yeah. It doesn't sound it doesn't sound unreasonable.
No, well, if you're going to go...
And it's not high risk either.
People talk about that stuff. The risk is if you get injured in the long-term injury.
Well, anyone can get injured.
Yeah, but he hardly misses any footy. He averaged 26 touches. He runner-up best and fairest All-Australian. Last year, All-Australian and best and fairest. Kicked 21 goals this year. He's what? How old? 23 years of age.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if it's more than 5.
Good decision.
Nah, like it. Treader's great work. Let's go to Margaret at Seaview Downs.
How you going, Rowey? Tim?
Hey, Margaret. How are you?
Good, thanks. I like the awards, but Warren, you missed one.
Okay.
And it's the FIVEAA Whingers Award.
Yep.
David Pemberthy, Stephen Rowe, and KG and Cornsey, who whinge every year when the finals of the SANFL come along that the Crows shouldn't be in the SANFL.
All right. So just pick one of that 4.
Who whinges the most?
Just pick one, Margaret. Pick one of the 4.
I usually listen to the sports show and listen to you all the time, but David Pemberthy's getting close to you, but I'd say you'd win it.
So you reckon he's a sook?
Margaret.
Well, you whinge every year about it, and it's once the Crows and Port aren't in there, I'm worried about the content of your show because half of it leading up to finals is about, Port and Crows can't win the finals.
Yeah.
What will we do?
No,
every year you do it.
Good feedback.
No, great feedback. I'm happy to take the Suki La La.
You lost your voice, Rowey.
Award. Somebody call the Wham. No, Margaret, well done. And we do. I can't deny we don't do that.
Margaret gets a little sweep. I can't see.
Well, let's give her
the favourite after that.
No, let's give her. I know what to give her.
Oh, okay.
We've drawn out number 10, Cleveland.
Oh, scratched. All right. Yeah. I knew you were going to do that.
Give her the horse that's
Good
not
on you,
running.
Margaret. Thanks for your call.
Who's the one that's got knocked up that Damien Oliver's on?
Oh, that's number 2. That hasn't been rubbed out. Yeah.
Alanqua.
Not quite.
All right. Well, we
Yeah.
might give her that one.
Yeah, all right.
Nah, we'll give her number 1, Gold Trip.
The favourite.
How about that?
Yeah,
won it last year.
Second favourite.
Is it?
It's got the heaviest weight on it.
It's got 58 in its back.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Who was that called in?
Margaret.
It's it's heavy. It's got a big snoozer on the back of it.
Gold Trip. Good
Good one for you, Margaret.
Well done. Beautiful. Excellent. Are we done? All right, Treaders,
I'm
thanks
done.
for coming, mate.
See you, boys.
Appreciate it. I'm going to put you down as the Great Comeback Award. Well done, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Well, I reckon, actually, I'm going to challenge Margaret. I reckon Port giving us 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks ban. A bit of a la-la,
He's
isn't
still
it?
going there,
He's still doing
Are we allowed
awards.
to do that?
The
Have
awards
we
are
moved
finished,
on?
mate. The awards are finished.
Tuggers
Well, are
is
we allowed-
hemorrhaging in the
Are
corner.
we allowed to mention that? You know how
There
they
you
banned
go.
us, Timmy?
There was some,
I never got
there was
banned.
some debate over that.
I reckon that's a bigger... Well, there was. We got called live. That's a bigger sook than me sooking about, finals.
Oh, yeah, to go at Ben Keys' goal.
That was a 2-week saga, wasn't it?
Well, that was... Yeah.
No,
You
I'll
got
take
overtime
it.
on
I'll
that,
take
Sook.
it. Timmy, I'll take it. Treaders, I'll take it. Hey, great year, Treaders.
Wonderful
Well
work,
done. Have a
Treaders.
great break. We'll see you in the new year.
Hey, when am I getting your fishing boat?
Oh.
Forget your bet, do
I
you?
did do that, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God.
He's not
Oh, hang on,
having
I won both showdowns.
Yeah, but you didn't finish in front of Port.
Well, we would have if that
Oh, woulda,
goal
coulda,
had
shoulda,
gone
woulda.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair call. I'll take you in your goal.
Just drop it off at my house.
No, I'll take
No, I don't want to go with you. My boy said I want to go fishing with him. We just want his boat.
You're not getting the boat. I'll take your fishing. Take it or leave it.
See you, boys.
Well done,
Love your
Treaders.
work, Treaders. Outstanding season from you once again. It's time for the
Well done.
5:30 headlines. More of your calls next. 8223 0000.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
The news poll's fascinating. When it comes to preferred PM, 46 for Albanese down 5, Dutton up to 36, up 5. I don't remember it being that close for a long time.
Informing Adelaide.
Here's one that sums up today's news poll in a nutshell. Now that Albo comes out and says, cost of living's the number one issue, it just shows how he gave the middle finger to the Australian public for the last 12 months, and the polls show it. Maybe middle finger's too strong a word. He certainly got very distracted.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Experience Europe's enchanting waterways with APT and Phil Hoffman Travel. Discover iconic cities, fairy tale towns and hidden gems on a luxury river cruise along the Danube, Main and Rhine rivers from Budapest to Amsterdam with flights included and a free cabin upgrade from $7,425 per person. Unpack once and let the best of Europe come to you in a whole new way in award-winning luxury with APT. Phil Hoffman Travel, pht.com.au.
We now know the winners of the SA Hotel Industry Awards for Excellence. So what are the best in SA?
Best Pub Deluxe accommodation is Sterling Hotel. Best Superior Boutique accommodation is at Atura Adelaide Airport. Best Mid-Range accommodation was awarded to Ibis Adelaide. And the Best Deluxe accommodation is Sofitel Adelaide. And Mount Lofty House takes up the awards for Best Luxury Accommodation and Best Overall Accommodation Hotel in SA. Well done to these fantastic South Australian venues. Go and check them out for yourself.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. A $1.4 billion pay offer has been put to the state's teachers in an effort to avert industrial action later this week. The union is meeting now to go over the deal. Economists are tipping an interest rate rise when the RBA meets tomorrow. Floral tributes are growing outside a popular regional Victorian pub as the community mourns the deaths of 5 people. And in sport, Max Verstappen has notched up a record-breaking 17th win this Formula One season. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Got a car fight. Look out from the drive home at Greenacres, Bagot Road near Muller Road. Dry Creek, urgent telecommunication works from Port Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive. And Clovelly Park Road, plates in use on South Road and Dawes Road intersection. Speeds down to 40 and pretty bumpy through there too. Cameras Majors Road at Halloran Hill and Prospect Road at Prospect. The new McCrispy from Macca's is set to be their next big thing with 100% Aussie chicken, soft glazed bun, crunchy lettuce and new signature sauce. Only at Macca's. Available after 10:30am. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA's weather, clear tonight down to 11, sunny and 27 tomorrow. Right now it's 24. We'll have more news at 6 and as it happens on 5AA.
With HCF Flex My Extras, you can be choosy about how you spend your limit, like on physio, acupuncture or dietetics. Speaking of choosy, is there a different mic? HCF, we put our money where our members are. T's and C's and waiting periods apply. Visit HCF for further details.
You know, some builders, they might be, walking along, having a look at your block and it's sloping and think, oh, this is a bit hard, not sure I want to do this. Maybe even, how about you go and find a flat block? Well, no, that could cost you more money. You know what you should do? Get on to Beechwood Homes. They look at a sloping block and think, oh, how good's this? How good is it?
Well, anyone can build on a flat block. They're called flat block builders. Flat block builders. But
like
Beechwood Homes now to make the most of a sloping block. In fact, they do specialise in it. I'm living proof of that. Now, the team at Beechwood, they'll design a home that works with the land you have, taking full advantage of every square metre. Here's the thing, a lot of people pass up that sloping block.
Yeah.
You take it, you'll get it cheaper and you'll get a better house. I'm telling you.
You've done it.
If you have a sloping block, or a sloping block is, well, the only piece of land that is on offer in the area that you want to live, just go for it. I mean, honestly. Ring Beechwood. Just go for it. Ring Beechwood.
They've got your back. Life's good. It's even better in a Beechwood home. Google Beechwood Adelaide.
The roller door doctor. This is Nurse Tracy.
I need help. It's making weird noises when it goes up.
Sounds like it needs a service.
A service?
Yeah, and if it's broken, we can install a new garage door for you. At the Roller Door Doctor, we have everything you need to get it up again.
The Roller Door Doctor, helping SA get it up for over 30 years. Contact the Roller Door Doctor for garage door repairs, service and installation. therollerdoordoctor.com.au.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
27 minutes to 6. Sarah Allen from the Crows. Ben Halloran coming up very shortly from Adelaide United. Still top of the table after the weekend. Terry McAuliffe as well ahead of the big day tomorrow, Melbourne Cup Day. You can join us in our Melbourne Cup sweep. Every caller tonight goes into the running, so get on the line, 8223 0000. The winner of the race tomorrow gets themselves 4 passes to the Christmas Twilight Races at Morphy.
I don't know what it is.
Well,
Rooster to Feather Duster.
We're on, yeah,
Hero to Zero.
Or Zero to Hero. You can go that way if you want.
Unique Homestyle Foods. He's a couple. Tiger Woods.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He owned the golfing world. And then he something about company Inc. Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, went a bit haywire.
Definitely.
Ben Simmons, number 1 pick, Rookie of the Year. He's not worth a burnt pie. He gets $20 million a year.
Just, you know,
he's having a better start to the season.
Yeah, I was
going
to say, sometimes need a little check, and maybe he's had that check.
Well, there's a couple.
Liz Cambage could jump into the same conversation.
She's playing in China, I heard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Massive money in China.
Here's another
Massive.
good, unique homestyle foods text. Paul says, what about the America's Cup defence? After we won it, we went to FIVEAA and, got smacked.
It was awful. Hello, Johnny.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Yeah, good, John.
I've got a couple of them if you've got time.
Go for it.
First one is 1934, 1935. Glenelg going from premiers to bottom.
Is that right?
And the second one is 2015 to 2016. Westies going from
top to
bottom.
That's incredible. You're right. You sort of, I don't know what the history of 34, 35 is. I remember Glenelg winning 34 because he looked through my history. They beat Port in 34 and then obviously went bottom in 35. But it'd be interesting to find out why, because you'd have to have lost a lot of players. And I think Westies did after 15. They got a fair few drafted. I think Will Snelling and Riley Bonner and they lost I think Keogh as well. So they lost a few players. You can sort of maybe understand that. But yeah, back in 34, 35, you think you'd sort of keep the list together.
Well, what is it? It's between World War I and World War II.
Correct.
The Spanish flu hadn't hit.
Well, the depression was on, so probably people maybe going to get work. That was probably more so.
Frightening year.
Incredible,
well done, Johnny.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
John.
Let's go to Northgate. Another John.
Yeah, hi guys. Just a quick one there. Long-suffering Bombers supporter, and the other gentleman stole my thunder about Westies on 2015 and 16. So, Rowey, you were talking about the Bombers before. Yeah, we got shafted by the AFL. Don't forget, with the drug scandal. So that's hurt us quite badly.
Yeah, that knocked you around. There's no doubt about that.
And then also another one would have been the Crows stealing all our West Adelaide players when you first started. We would have had a good 10 years there, I reckon.
Johnny, it's all self-inflicted, mate.
Yeah, Sean Wren, you're talking, Mark Rashudo, some good names.
You're right.
Good names.
Johnny, right you are. That's horse number 8. That's yours,
your
mate.
favourite.
Out of 15.
And John at Clapham before had number 13, Okita Sushi.
That's the Irish horse with a Japanese name.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a weird combination, isn't it?
Yeah, well, each to their own. Colin, g'day, Colin.
Oh, how you going, boys?
Good, buddy. Who you got?
I just want to talk about what the guy said about calling it the London Cup or the Dublin Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Tokyo Cup. You've got to remember the conditions that these horses race in. These are stayers. These things run for 2 miles.
Yeah.
That's why Australia produced so many great sprinters, because they're hard.
Hard tracks.
Hard tracks. And stayers can't run for that long over a long journey or a longevity of their lifetime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what happens. That's why Australia's got like Caviar.
Yeah,
there you go. She goes to England, wins those things. Japan, you know.
Yeah, Winks the same.
It's the same thing in reverse, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you're like a soft deck if you're a stayer.
Yeah, because you're running
absolutely. Yeah, you don't hurt your shin. Those things, you know.
Yeah, but they also the prize money's the attraction as well. I think, Cole, isn't it?
Yeah, $3 million.
Yeah. But the sprinters now look at that bloody that Sydney Miracle or Marble, what do they call them?
The Golden Eagle, and you got the
you make a big bucks on those sprinters.
No.
So that's what
Cole.
they're concentrating.
Who's your hero to zero or zero to hero?
Zero. Well, I've got a hero. I've got a zero to hero. I once my wife and her best friend asked me to put on a bet on the Melbourne Cup back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And the tab was right on top of the point. And the surf's pumping, and it was a Q of 50, and I just went, no, I'm out of here, I'm going surfing. When I come back, I was hoping that they didn't win, and they didn't win. And I gave them their money back. That's what I want.
Well, that's what they say. If you don't bet, you've saved some money, haven't you? Well played.
I got lost in that. You've got future history there, Cole.
Because you gave us a bit of both.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Number 21.
Well,
now, what barrier does that come out of? Barrier 13.
Okay.
Holly Doyle's on it.
That's all right.
Little Irish
Future
number.
history's all right. Yeah,
Good on you.
Good selection. Let's go to Tracy at North Haven. G'day, Trace.
Hello, how you going, guys?
Excellent. What do you got for us today?
Oh, no, not talking about last to first or whatever.
No.
I want to talk about Erin Phillip.
Go for it.
What an incredible athlete she is. And I loved watching her when she played for the Crows. But I was so wanting Port to win for her yesterday. And when she took that mark, I jumped out of my chair. And I actually did shed a bit of a tear when she was carried off because I don't think we'll ever see anyone like her again.
Yeah, it's one of those moments when any athlete sort of gives it away. It's
Yeah.
the end, isn't it? And that's the thing that makes us
It
all
is.
a bit teary. So it was,
Yeah.
like you said, a terrific career, but across a couple of codes. So very good at both basketball and Aussie rules.
I just loved how she carried herself. She always puts team first, always spoke of others before she even mentioned her name. Just a terrific, humble champion and one of the greats in this state and Australia.
Like you said, if you meet the parents, you sort of get an
Yeah,
idea.
you do. No question. Trace, thank you. Hello, Billy boy.
Hi.
We're all yours, Bill.
Yeah, you know, I thought the power in the Crow boys going in the AFL, the big raiders.
Yeah.
I knew that about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. What'd you hear?
I drink with Sack. I live at Moonta Bay.
Right.
And he lives about 8 houses away from me.
Who does?
Sack.
Sack?
Gold Sack.
Sack, his name's Sack.
Sack.
I can't tell you his surname, but you'll find out how I found out.
Yeah, rightio.
His uncle is in the AFL.
Right.
On the board.
Mm-hmm.
And he came over and he said, he's a Crow supporter and I'm a Power. He said, Bill, we're both going in the AFL, the reserves.
Right.
Wow. I said, what? I said, Port wouldn't allow that. He said, we've got no say, mate. It's been cast and died. About 3 years' time they'll be in the AFL.
Yeah, well, I think that's a fait accompli, Bill, isn't it? So you're saying in 3 years' time?
He said about 2 years. He told me that about 12 months ago.
Well done. Well, you know what?
And,
It'd time in with the Tassie team coming in.
That's what I was thinking.
And I think that's perfect.
Because I think Tassie going to play in the reserves comp first.
Yes, before they enter the AFL.
Before they enter the AFL. So that
Thank you,
timing
Billy.
sounds about right.
Billy,
Well done,
you
Bill.
got Military Mission, the 17 horse.
Correct.
Who's on the back of
Well
that?
done. Out of Barrier 5. Nice one.
Rachel King.
Yep.
Gay Waterhouse trained.
Nice.
It's got a red and white strip, the jockey, with an apple on the front. It looks like it
that's
might even
all
be
right.
a cherry.
I like it.
41-1. Bill, well done. Good mail. Keep it coming in. And
well played.
I didn't quite get who he was saying. He was using a code
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
Sack.
yeah.
He just picked the name
Fair
Sack.
enough. We won't give it away. We'll keep it as our secret between us and Bill. Let's go to Brian at Port Noarlunga. G'day, Brian.
How you going?
Good, buddy.
You were talking about going from last to first. What about going from first to last like England has in the World Cup cricket?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Rowey was very impressed with that on the weekend. That was his highlight, he reckons.
Oh, my God. Was
that
it
was
ever?
great.
You know, when you bang your drums, pump your bags, blow your bags, baseball this, baseball that, and then you fly down the ladder like that, you have a stinky, stinky tournament. Well, how can you not blame Aussies going sucked in, you big Piers Morgan heads?
What horse
Don't you
did we
reckon?
get there? Was there any horses allocated
Yeah, it
there?
was the 15 horse, last Kochka at the 21 barrier.
Ooh,
no
I like that
chance.
Yeah, that
you reckon?
It looks like it's got last in its name for a reason, but no, it's got Craig Williams on
Well,
it.
no, he's not a bad jockey.
He's a very good jockey.
He's that freckly one with the real
you got
squeaky
him.
voice.
You got him. You know, there was a moment, and this is why I like Craig Williams. There was a moment where this guy, he didn't have long to live, and he was in hospital, and his mate said to him, "What would you like? You know, anything?" And he said, "You know, what I'd like to do. I'd like to go down the track today."
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
That's right.
And they
I
took
remember
him
that.
down the track in his hospital bed, got him
And
out
he-
the
and he
ambo,
won.
and
Yeah.
he won, and he
for it.
rode back.
He did.
And had a
That
chat
beautiful.
with him. That was one of the great moments in racing
Yeah,
for me.
great story. Well done, Craig. Hello, Mark at Grange.
G'day, fellas. How are you? Timmy, Rowey, how are you, fellas?
Good, buddy.
Did you guys watch the soccer game, LA United and Melbourne United?
Not all of it, but I
Victory?
did.
What are you
Yeah, we
thinking,
did.
mate?
Oh, look, I felt sorry for the young lad. The Melbourne United, they knew what they were doing. They were getting in his ear, rubbing him the wrong way, upsetting him, getting him off the game. Now, what upsets me now is if other teams seeing what Melbourne Victory's done, they're going to do it to this kid. Now, the referee has to get in there, to stop it, because that's what's going to happen from now on if they worked him out.
Yeah, Mark, what they can do, I think, any ref, is just set the pattern for the day. And they can set that tone, and they didn't. They chose to go the other way and allow him to be harassed and blocked. And
If a player
stop
is
his
breaking
speed.
on the attack
He's gotta be
side
protected.
and gets scragged and held and impeded and grabbed, it's a foul. End of story. The umps just have to call it, Mark.
Can I know how the referee didn't see that?
No.
It just got me.
I think he saw it.
Funny.
He actually said to him, "Oh, you're going to be stronger in those contests." Now, Robbie Slater called that out. He said,
Imagine
"Nah,
that.
we've got to protect those young players."
Imagine
Got to
that.
protect that kid. He's good talent.
Yeah, and then he would have
You know
just
what it
gone
reminds
into
me
the
of?
Melbourne Victory rooms and shared a beer with them.
You know,
Fair
you
dinkum.
know, it reminds me of the old days of when he's not eligible to drink. He's not old enough.
Aaron Kunda's not.
No, he's not.
17.
Can't do that. So no, it reminds me of the old days when a young player would burst on the scene, and then they'd get a heavy tag from that moment onwards.
Yeah.
Remember when Aussie Rules used to do that a fair bit? They don't do it a lot now, but they used to put a heavy tag on it, and that's what it reminds me of.
There's a kid called Dacos that knows pretty much about that. I reckon in his third or fourth game he got a tag.
Here's Nestor Irankunda speaking about the red card.
Yeah, I guess so. Obviously, poor decision. Don't understand why I got both yellows. The first one was soft, I guess. Second one was a bit of frustration. Got fouled. It's clear. Go watch your back. Everybody's saying it's a foul.
I hope he owns it, but
yeah,
he does need to get better. We all agree with you, this story. You were stiff, and you play with emotion. You need to be looked after, but a little bit I'd like to say, well, look, I've got 2 yellows, I'm off, red card, I'm disappointed, I've let the team out, I don't play next week. Then said that.
Yeah. Watch the...
I mean, he's 17. Who
I
am I
suggest
to criticise?
I suggest he watch the documentary on Bjorn Borg. Bjorn Borg was a real hothead, apparently, as a kid, and used to throw rackets, break rackets, you name it, and he got this coach who just drilled him, and that's how he became the Iceman. So you remember when he was playing McEnroe, McEnroe going absolutely mental. He would just stand there and stare as if he was a robot. And it was about controlling the emotion in the moment. It's quite incredible.
God, I need that coach. What's his name? Hello, Daniel.
Hey, I know a team that went from second to last in the space of 2 years. Can you feel it, Rowey?
Who?
Is that true?
The Adelaide Crows, mate.
Yeah, that is actually true. Nah, can't, Daniel, you got it. I can feel it, and, you know, we haven't played it for 36 days, so...
Oh, no.
There you go. Hey, Daniel, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Love the song.
Hey, Daniel, well played, because...
Well, there was a camp involved. There was a lot of things out of our control.
Look at the horse he's got.
Who?
He's got the favourite.
Oh, no.
Boban.
How'd he draw that?
Well done, Daniel.
Had a barrier
Congratulations.
three. That will not lose, Daniel.
Well, it's the
Thanks,
favourite.
boys.
Now that
Well
we've played
done,
Can You
mate.
Feel It, it definitely won't lose.
No,
No, don't jinx it for Daniel.
Yeah,
Daniel's
exactly,
right.
for Daniel.
Mate, they did. Second top, grand final to bottom in 2020. It was basically 3 years in, wasn't it? 2020?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we had COVID. We had
you're right.
We had a lot of variables
A lot
put
of
in
variables.
that. That horse will win. I don't know a lot about horses.
Okay.
But Vauban will win. Who's on the back of that?
That is going to be Ryan Moore, trainer Willie Mullins, but it's one of the internationals.
Who's Ryan Moore?
Yet to run in Australia, this horse either, so this will be fascinating.
Who the hell's Willie Mullins?
Ryan, they would come with the horse, I reckon.
Okay. $3.20.
Yeah. So it's
You know what I reckon? If you've got an international horse,
Yeah.
you got to use an Aussie jockey.
You reckon that's a rule?
I'd bring that rule in. Is that a silly rule?
Sounds like one.
Because they're taking our...
Can't do that.
No, but they're taking our jobs.
Oh, now come on.
Timmy.
There's a South Park episode like that. It took a job. Yeah, you can't have that.
Yeah, I hope Pembo didn't hear that. You know how he ripped apart that unionist for the education department?
Yep.
I sound like a unionist there.
I'll tell you what, they still went on strike.
They did.
12 minutes to 6. Let's check your traffic out there and keep your calls coming in. We're loving your interaction. 8223 0000. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes. Display villages, their location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
G'day there at Green Acres, a car fire, Bagot Road near Muller Road. Dry Creek, urgent telecommunication works from Port Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive. And Clovelly Park road plates in use of the South Road and Dawes Road intersection. Speeds out of 40 and quite bumpy through there. Quite slow at the moment. Main North Road at Enfield, quite busy. Tapley's Hill Road at Glenelg North with the camera. Land Road at Trott Park. Keep your family cool this summer with Carrier, the inventor of modern air conditioning. Now with an amazing 7-year warranty. Call 13COOL or visit your nearest Bunnings store. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Don't just get a forklift, get a Toyota forklift.
Right now, Toyota Material Handling is having a massive clear out of 2022 and 23 plated forklifts. Score great deals across a selected range of new Toyota forklifts currently in stock. Counterbalance and reach forklifts, walkie stackers and more. So if it's 22 or 23 plated, get a great Toyota forklift deal. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au. Get a Toyota forklift. T's and C's apply. Offer ends December 31.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's blocking up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on, or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. Precise Plumbing and Electrical. We're helping life flow.
Or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
BL Shipway and SA Institution, they've been looking after our hydraulic and pneumatic needs for over 70 years. How's these names? Ryco, Rexroth, Enerpac, Hydac, Allpath, Easy Fit and much more. Plenty of stock too. 71 Morford Road. You know what, it's worth driving there.
I've done it myself.
Just to go in and have a look at what they've built. Purpose built, it's great.
Monolith.
And it's packed.
It's amazing.
From wall to wall, ceiling to ceiling. Shippy told me that. Mate, have they got some stock?
It's the temple of hydraulics.
Oh, stop. Remember, BL Shipway state-of-the-art workshop. They'll take care of your equipment, your servicing and repairs. They've got the Ryco 247 mobile hose repair vans. They're all lined up out the front. Bloody impressive. Support a great SA company, 70 years. When you need anything to do with hydraulics, BL Shipway is the joint, the place, absolutely the go-to. 71 Morford Road, Camden Park, or blshipway.com.au.
If you're a Walco kind of family, you're like us. You love your pool. The first thing you did when you got her was get her a solar blankie, her own Walco solar blanket. Now, it's been a few years. Pool still loves her blankie because it stops her evaporating and you save dollars. But now, well, you need a bit more convenience. So get a Walco roller. It's quicker and easier to tuck pool in. And because it's made right here, it'll be delivered immediately. Walco.com.au.
You know, it makes sense to pre-plan a funeral, but it's not easy to get enthusiastic about planning your departure from this mortal coil. Pre-arranging and prepaying a funeral gives you time to think, plan and ensure peace of mind for yourself, family and friends. The Alfred James Prepaid Funeral Plan enables arrangements to be made and kept on file for future reference at the time of need. Alfred James Pre-Plan Funerals, honouring lives in extraordinary ways for over 100 years.
Send invoices,
pay bills,
send appointment reminders. Want to streamline your business management tools? Thrive helps you manage communications, payments, schedules and more, all in one place. Search Thrive, THRYV, today.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes to 6. Sarah Allen from the Crows very shortly, and Terry McAuliffe as well from Racing.com. We have 7 spots left in our Melbourne Cup sweep. Call in 8223 0000. Put you to air before the end of the show. You're in the running.
Absolutely. I tell you what, it was a cracking game of football on the weekend. Adelaide United took on Melbourne Victory. It's the derby as far as we're concerned, and it was an absolute cracker. 1-1 was the result, and we're going to go to one of their stars, Ben Halloran, on the line. G'day, Ben.
G'day, guys. How's it going?
Yeah, well, that was the way the opposition coach described it. He said it was an excellent game of football. Tony Popovic, what's your thoughts?
To be honest, I think we probably weren't at our best. I think Victory probably outplayed us a little bit. I think we were happy to get the point in the end, but I think, from a neutral perspective, it was a very exciting game to watch.
Yeah. So in the end, was a draw a good result for us?
Yeah, I think so. I think on the balance of play, I probably have to give credit to Victory, even though I don't like doing that. They probably had the better of the chances. So I think a point in the end was not the worst result, especially away from home.
Well, hang on. They were scragging our teenagers, Ben. They had foul, dirty tactics, and the ref allowed it to play out.
I don't know. I think the way I see it, I think it was the first yellow card probably wasn't deserved. The second one, I think Nesta was being fouled, but I think he probably overreacted a little bit and did verbally, abuse the ref. So, yeah, I think you can see it in a lot of different ways.
Well done, Ben. Has he accepted it? Has he taken it on hand? Have the senior players spoken to him? And do you think he's going to get a good learning from this?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these things happen in football. Emotions run high. It's happened to the best of us. So I think, yeah, it's a good learning experience for Nestor. He's only 17 years old. So yeah, I think he'll learn his lesson.
Joe Gauchi earned his money, didn't he? I reckon he should have got paid time and a half. He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was getting peppered, and he was just. It was an amazing performance, I thought.
For sure, he's been incredible all season. I think it would have been a very different result if we didn't have Joe between the sticks on the weekend. Yeah, he's just gone from strength to strength. He's a very, very good keeper.
His confidence would be up. I felt like we settled in the second half a lot better, and definitely had a better second half. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe it was the fact that they had the big crowd behind them, but I think they started really well, and we kind of struggled to wrestle back any sort of momentum in the first half. But I think the second half was a much better performance. It was just, unfortunately, we couldn't get the win because we had that last, we had a chance right at the end there. But to be fair, I think it probably was fair to finish 1-1.
What did Carl say at half time? Did he change anything, or was it just attitudinal, or was it just maybe as a team you knew what you're going to get with Melbourne for the second half because you saw their tactics in the first half?
Yeah, I think the message was we had to up our kind of tempo a little bit. They were man marking a lot of us, so we had to maybe be a bit braver, trying to play through their press because they were quite aggressive. But also from an attitude perspective, I think we were a bit slow out of the blocks. So I think we just tried to focus on upping the tempo in the second half.
Good. Sydney Remembrance Day, a significant day on the Australian calendar, the 11th of the 11th, 7:15 kickoff. They haven't won, so it'll be a good one just to get back on the horse and get on the winning circle, Ben.
Yeah, for sure. We have an international break following this game, so I think to get a win against Sydney would definitely, solidify us at the top of the table. I don't think we want to underestimate Sydney's ability. I think it's pretty early on in the season, and they've still got a very, very strong team, and they're going to be very desperate to win, given they haven't, they've lost their opening three. So, yeah, it should be a good game. Every game at Cooper so far this season's been a cracker, so hopefully we can do it again.
Well done. You got a winner tomorrow, Ben. You're better. You like the Nags? Will you watch it as a team?
The Melbourne Cup?
Yeah, that big race that they hold once a year in Melbourne.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for it, to be honest. I don't think I'll be watching it.
Yeah, see, I could sense that, Ben. You might be the only person in Australia that's not.
I think there's a few.
There you go. Hey, I was going to ask, Nestor obviously can't play. Who do you think comes into the mix then as far as the starting lineup goes?
Not entirely sure, but if you're going for a like-for-like change, maybe Bernardo will come in. He's been great off the bench for us, in the opening couple of games. Yeah. Luckily, we have plenty of depth in the attacking area, so my bet would be Bernardo, but, ultimately it's Carl's decision.
Yeah, and that's fair too. What I did like too was your set plays always looking dangerous, and I thought it was another nice setup when Ibusuki was able to score, but I thought the setup was really good once again.
Yeah, for sure. I think our set pieces have been, especially the delivery. I think Zach Clough's delivery on the weekend from set pieces was magnificent. And a big striker like Ibusuki, if you put the ball in the right areas, he's going to score. He's really, really, good threat for us. On set pieces, we just need to get the ball into his foot or his head so he gets a few more opportunities.
And once he's got that ball anywhere near him, God, he delivers it well, doesn't he? He's able to control, keep the defender away, and then deliver.
Yeah, definitely. I think some players just have a knack for scoring at set pieces, and he's probably one of the best players I've ever seen with his head. As I said, we just need to get better balls into him so he can start scoring some more goals for us.
He's got a touch of the Sergio Van Dijks, I reckon. Plays very similar.
Oh, okay.
How about that one? Do you know who he was, Ben? No, he didn't. Benny, I hope you pick a winner, mate. Well done. Thanks for your time, and I hope we have a great game at home against Sydney. Thanks, mate. And right you are.
Ben's dropped out, I reckon.
Dropped out, I reckon.
Poor
Anyway,
Ben.
Oh, did he?
all the best.
Did he drop out?
It's dropped out.
Can't you remember
best work.
Sergio Van Dijk?
I do.
He
yeah,
was
absolutely.
very strong. You described how he played.
Yeah. Oh, Sergio's a good player.
Beautiful
Very good
headers. Back of the onion net. Give me a sound of a ball hitting your head.
Oh, in my head.
Yeah.
Thump.
Oh. Jeez.
Wow, we're really inspiring here. 6 o'clock news time.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. David and Will invite you into the studio every morning with 5AA's live video stream of The Breakfast Show. Thanks to Foodland. With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies. Online, on DAB Digital Radio, and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Clear tonight, sunny and 27 tomorrow. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
We're waiting to see whether Thursday's teachers' strike will go ahead. A $1.4 billion pay offer was made this afternoon to avert industrial action. It's the largest ever pay rise offer made. It's currently being discussed by the Education Union Executive. An elderly man has died almost a week after a van and car collided at Everard Central in the state's mid-north. The 86-year-old from Clare was critically injured in the October 31 crash. He passed away today in hospital. Police have ID'd the victims of last night's horror crash at a regional Victorian pub. Gail Watson has more.
It's been around 24 hours since a vehicle crashed into a group of people outside a popular Dalesford pub. Police have released details of those who died and were injured. 3 groups. A 38-year-old man and his 11-year-old son from Tarneet were both killed. The man's wife and a second son were airlifted to hospital. A 30-year-old man and his partner, a 44-year-old woman, were killed along with the woman's 9-year-old daughter, all from Point Cook. And a 43-year-old Kyneton woman and a 38-year-old Cockatoo man were injured. An 11-month-old baby boy with the pair was also injured. Meantime, police say the driver, a 66-year-old Mount Macedon man, remains in hospital and is now expected to be interviewed tomorrow.
The RBA could hike the cash rate tomorrow for the 13th time since May last year. Economists at all 4 big banks are predicting a 0.25% increase. Rate City's Sally Tyndall says despite inflation slowly going down, a rate hike is likely.
The RBA doesn't want to hike the cash rate. They know that there are a lot of families out there in financial distress, but the problem is they said they would read the data at every step, and this month the data is not on their side.
Research predicts aged care is facing a shortfall of 16,000 nurses in the next 10 years. University academics are laying bare the extent of the crisis using a new model which indicates more shutdowns could be imminent. 16 facilities have been forced to close their doors between June and September this year. Well, the Prime Minister says Australia is committed to the AUKUS Defence Pact between the US and UK. This issue will be raised when Anthony Albanese hold talks with the Chinese President. China has been critical of the AUKUS deal, but speaking from Beijing, Mr Albanese says Australia is proceeding with the arrangement.
We're committed to AUKUS and we're busy implementing it. We've been upfront about our engagement. We think that AUKUS is in Australia's national interest. We also think that AUKUS is a vehicle to promote security, peace and stability in the region.
And the Beatles are on track for another #1 in the UK this week. Now and Then would be their first chart topper in 54 years. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new Paradox Rift Pokemon trading cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
The Redbacks are 2 for 172 late on the opening day of the Shield clash against the Bulls at the Gabba. Play will run longer tonight after rain delays earlier. Sri Lanka's National Cricket Board has been sacked. The shake-up comes after Sri Lanka's humiliating defeat by India at the World Cup, bowled out for just 55 runs. Well, Damien Oliver's hopes of a farewell Melbourne Cup race are under a cloud. Jordan Tunbridge reports.
Another blow to jockey Damien Oliver's hopes of racing in one more Melbourne Cup at Flemington as he prepares to retire. Oliver's ride in the Cup, Alan Kerr, showed signs of soreness as part of a pre-race vet inspection this morning. The 6-year-old gelding will be re-examined by vets prior to final scratchings tomorrow to determine its suitability to race. It comes after Alan Kerr, who is considered an outsider with the bookies, first presented with stone bruising from track work over the weekend.
That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
At Greenacres, there's a car fire, Bagot Road near Muller Road, Dry Creek, urgent telecommunication works on Port Wakefield Road near Globe Derby Drive. Globe Valley Park got road plates in use there. South Road at Dawes Road intersection, speeds are at 40 and she's pretty bumpy too. And look over Carra Main North Road at Blarathal. Flight Centre's big red sale has landed. Limited time offers on flights, cruises, tours and holiday packages. Head online or in-store now and save. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear tonight down to 11, sunny and 27 tomorrow. Wednesday, partly cloudy 26. Thursday, sunny and 30. Right now, it's 24 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thanks, I'm Kate Collins. Tonight's headlines. The front yard of an innocent Semaphore family's home has been torn up in an act of road rage. The Teachers' Union is deciding whether to launch a strike or accept the latest pay offer. And all eyes on the Reserve Bank with an interest rate rise likely tomorrow. And don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
At Coles, there's great value hands down across fruit and veg this week. Like sweet 100% Aussie raspberries, just $5 for a 125-gram punnet. Get great value hands down at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Tired of your rent and bills going up and up and up? Pump them down with EcoVantage. It's easy to switch your existing hot water system for an energy-efficient heat pump, even if you're renting. And thanks to federal and state government facilitated subsidies, it could cost as little as $0. Start saving hundreds off your water heating costs. Hit up your landlord and ask for the EcoVantage switch. Visit ecovantage.com.au. T's and C's apply.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Celebrate South Australia's culturally diverse community at this year's Multicultural Festival, Sunday, November 12 at Tartan-Younger, Victoria Square.
Mate, this meat is so good. Where's it from?
Thomas Farms. It's always good.
Even the prawns? You must have gone to the markets.
Nah, Thomas Farms have everything, from seafood, chicken, lamb, even award-winning Angus beef. They have it all, and it's very reasonably priced.
Thomas Farms is owned by a South Australian farming family. They understand great food. Located at Castle Plaza, Colonnades, Cavan, West Lakes and now at Norwood Mall, The Parade. Mention this radio ad for an additional 10% off until December 31st. Thomas Farms. It's always good.
Australia's largest indoor caravan showroom now has even more to explore. Come into Dave Benson Caravans to see the new range of Victory caravans, plus a huge selection of Essential, Highline, Network RV and Cub campers with new features and layouts. We have over 100 new and pre-loved vans and campers, all undercover and all ready for immediate delivery, so you can enjoy your next getaway straight away. See what's available at Dave Benson Caravans, 64 Grand Junction Road, Kilburn, or online at davebensoncaravans.com.au.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. Over 30 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Peter from Go Vita Tanunda. This month we have a great offer on Nutrivital Premium Probiotic 50 Billion Plus for healthy immune function and gut flora. Just $53.95. That's 40% off of recommended retail price.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Manopara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes after 6, Terry McAuliffe very, very shortly, and more of your calls to go into the running for our Melbourne Cup Sweep. 4 members' passes to the Morphettville Christmas Twilight Races to give away if you're the winner of the Cup race tomorrow.
Well, the Mighty Crows pushed aside West Coast Eagles to claim their minor premiership, which is top of the table. Joining us, 3-time premiership star Sarah Allen. Sarah, thanks for your time.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Nice, comfortable victory in the end, set up by those 5 goals in the second, eh?
Yeah, good to get the win, heading into finals, and just really excited for what's to come.
Rested some players with niggles, probably a smart move in the end.
Yeah, obviously, had the opportunity to manage a few players heading into finals, and got the win, which is great as well.
There was a couple of special moments that I noticed. One, Ponta's goal from the centre, just running it out, popped it over the top, got it back, whacked it through. That was a sensational goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal. She even tried to give it off, but when you've got a player running from the midfield, give it back to them, let them finish off their work.
That was very nice. And I did notice, I must admit, your sister gives them a fair look at the football, doesn't she?
Yeah, even with that one, nice clean hit. They have a great connection in midfield, doing a lot of work, like out of training as well, which is great to build that connection through the ruck and mids, which is going to help us moving forward as well.
Yeah, she absolutely dominated in the air. I thought another little moment that was unbelievable was Maddie Newman's goal. Turned further than Shane Warne's ball of the century. It was unbelievable. The defender didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that was very, very lucky bounce. But yeah, impressive goal. Was a torp, and then the sidewards bounce. Every defender's nightmare, really.
It was one. It was classic.
Oh, goodness
Should have
me.
seen her face.
How are you travelling, Sarah, for this time of the year?
Yeah, good. Obviously, I'm feeling a lot fresher, having only played a couple of games, but happy to have that opportunity heading into finals. And the team's done an amazing job to put our team in this position, and I'm very fortunate enough to have had the opportunity to come back and put my hand up for finals as well.
Well done. Well, we can't do it without you. What's someone of your age doing a hamstring? You've got to be in your 40s to do hamstrings.
It just got too fast, really.
Oh, stop it.
I like it.
That's a great answer. We only lost one game this year. It was to the Lions by 3 points up in Queensland. What are the learnings?
Yeah, obviously, that was another, probably similar weather, just a very, hot day. Obviously, I wasn't playing that weekend.
Oh,
but
that's why.
There's your 3 points.
Pretty much just, I think, comes down to like massive thing in AFLW is pressure. And if you bring that tackling pressure all over the ground, and the Lions did that better that day. And I think it was some of those losses are really what makes you better as a team as well. And so, you take the learnings out of it. And for us, since then, it's just been building that pressure up on the ground. And that's what we're going to take into finals, because that's what it's going to take.
I'll tell you what, talking about those sort of moments and pressure, Eloise Jones' chase down in the third quarter, that's the sort of stuff that lifts the team.
Yes, definitely. I was glad because I was the last line of defence, so I was very thankful, especially when I saw her do that tackle, and just to come from behind. Those moments really help change the game.
Rachel Martin, I thought she had some really important moments. She's so clean below her knee. She's a one-take player, kicked a goal, but also set up a couple.
Yeah, Shelley, she's it's probably one of those players that always brings the pressure. Like, no matter what she does, she plays her role, and I think she's a very big, changing momentum with her pressure acts. And I think, to have a player like that, especially coming into finals in that form, is really a massive thing for our team. And like what I've said before, that that's what you need in AFLW, the team that can bring the most pressure and those tackling pressure acts, and that's what she does, and that's what she plays her role every week.
I love the AFLW because if you rate above the team you're playing in finals, you get a home final, and you have. That's against Brisbane Nord Oval, 2:30. It'll be live on 5AA. If you get all the way through, do you know whether you'll be able to play at Adelaide Oval, Sarah? Has that been discussed?
Nothing's really been discussed. Obviously, it's probably the cliche, but take it 1 week at a time.
Yeah, I know.
We're very big on that because, you never know what can happen in finals. And our focus is on this week, and, bit cliche, but it's the truth.
Yeah, that is the truth, Sarah. Hey, all the best. Brisbane at home, Nord Oval, Saturday afternoon, 2:30 kickoff. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Great achievement again.
Awesome.
Top of the Woozah, 3-time premiership star. We're going for our 4th. Sarah Allen, our guest.
Quite amazing. Going to be live on 5AA as well from 2:15 on Saturday afternoon. Go the Crows.
I know we got Mike. Well done. Henry Hunt, 104.
Well done,
Well
mate.
done.
So 2 for 187. This is us versus Queensland.
Yep.
That is fantastic. And Nathan McSweeney holding up the other end, not out, 32. Dare I say it?
What?
Couldn't lose from here.
Oh, not again.
Timmy.
Why do you do this?
Timmy looked at me.
Why?
He looked at me and he said, "Do it."
No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
He did not.
Hello, Mike.
Boys, this is a great show. I was going to talk about cricket, but before I do that, Sarah Allen, these girls have such a big influence on younger girls with girls footy, and I've been involved in girls footy for the past few years in a coaching role and team manager role. And the Crows girls, what they do for footy is outstanding. I don't know if you've heard of it, but...
Mike.
Oh, no, Mike.
Say that again.
You just dropped out there, but
I don't know whether you heard of it. Go from there.
Yeah, so the Adelaide Crows, the Crows Foundation, run a program called STEM Footy, where they take science, technology, engineering and maths out to the schools, but they teach the kids all these different subjects, and they relate it all back to footy so that the kids get engaged and they understand it more. I did a bit of work with Sarah last year in regards to that, and she was amazing. And what she did for my students at my school in particular was outstanding. So, Sarah, thank you.
I think she's a doctor, isn't she? Is she
I think so, yeah. I think, or when I met her, she did a online call with my class.
Wow.
She was studying.
What a great girl.
It was amazing. But yeah, well, I just heard that interview then, and I just thought of that, and I just thought back to footy.
Oh, well done,
Very
Mike.
good.
But I wanted to talk about cricket, and I've been involved in cricket coaching over the last few months, and just what it like the passion that these kids show in Adelaide. I've noticed I'm coaching an under-10s team, and over the last few weeks, in particular the Multicultural Society of Adelaide getting involved. And I was watching India play last night, and I just thought there was 70 to 80,000 at Eden Gardens in Calcutta, and the passion that these guys show for sport and cricket is outstanding. And I thought, when I heard, mate, they're out of control with it, and I just thought I'm going to ring up tonight and have a chat about it, because I was talking to my class again at school today about sport. I seem to relate everything back to sport. I've got quite a few Indian boys in my class, and all they want to do is talk about cricket. And what I've noticed over the past few weeks with this sport, it's outstanding. And for those of you that are listening tonight and you haven't seen any World Cup yet, get on it, because I reckon over the next few weeks it's going to heat up even more.
Mike, nice and positive. Great call. Thanks for sharing that after 6. Your horse is the number one, the top weight Gold Trip.
Congratulations. Winner.
It did too. What's it wearing on its back?
58 kilos.
No one's ever won on 58 since 75.
5.
There you go.
Wow, long time.
Would have
But
been Think Big.
oh, well done, Tim. Very
Oh,
good.
please tell me you're
That's
not
impressive.
a savant on bloody Melbourne Cup as well.
Think Big one back to back.
Okay.
75, 76. So that could be
An
omen.
Oh,
Gold Trip going for back to back.
Are you putting money on it?
Yes.
Save it
sirree.
all with Terry's tips.
I will do. Let's go to Greg at Highbury. G'day, Greg.
Hold.
G'day, how you going, guys?
Good buddy.
Gregory.
Yep, I'll take you back to the AFLW.
Uh-huh.
That game on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was 35 degrees over there,
It was hot.
and by the time I put it on just before quarter time, and at quarter time the scores were level.
Mm.
And I think it was very astute coaching by Clarkey. He brought on a couple of reserves at the right time, and in the end, the Crows were able to run away a bit, which was good.
5 goals that second quarter, Mike.
6, actually.
Greg. Oh, it was 6?
6, yeah.
Stop it. That's the game. That's what they can do.
Yeah. And it was without a lot of the first selected players as well.
They rested for
Hatchard didn't play. Randall didn't play.
So it was like a very good performance. I was impressed with a couple of the young
Gregory
runners there.
Peck from Highbury, you've got without a fight. And number 3 horse will not give it without a fight.
What's a famous movie with Gregory Peck in it?
Gregory Peck. Good-looking rooster, wasn't he? He used to play the, the saviour.
He played the lawyer in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, stop.
Oh, gee,
Was he in the Guns of Navarone?
I think
He had a
I think he was in the play. I don't know.
He had a very
Gregory Peck. He was.
He was.
He was.
There you go.
He was the captain.
I plucked that out my lip.
Oh,
See,
well
how
done.
good's
That's
that?
unbelievable under
He had a
pressure.
very, very pointy nose. See,
well
I'm as
Well
gifted as you, Timmy. I just don't know it.
Under pressure.
How good.
And you responded.
Not
Bang.
too
well
bad.
Boom.
Hey.
Timmy, boom.
We still have 5 spots left as well for our Melbourne
on.
Cup sweep. So we're going to do a rapid fire here after the break. 8223 0000. If you want to be in on it, we've got 4 members' passes to the Morphy Christmas Twilight Races in December. Call in now. We will do that straight after the break with Terry McAuliffe.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
At Coles, there's great value hands down across fruit and veg this week. Like sweet 100% Aussie raspberries, just $5 for a 125-gram punnet. Get great value hands down at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Rising cost of living pressures are hitting everyone, some people more than others. If you're struggling with your home loan or credit card payments, there may be ways your bank can help, like lowering your home loan or credit card payments, restructuring the length of your loan to reduce them, moving you to interest-only payments for a while, or deferring them for a period. Don't tough it out on your own. Please, talk to your bank.
When you've been around for over a century, you know a thing or two. And Business SA and Ray White have almost 300 years between them. So when an alliance is formed between Business SA and Ray White Business Sales SA, they're bringing all their experience to your business, making sure it's in top shape, whether you're buying, selling, or somewhere in between. So go on, touch base with the experts. Search Ray White Business Sales SA. Proudly partnered with Business SA.
To be the best carer you can be, sometimes you need a break. Southern Cross Care's Respite Cottages offer short-term care for older adults, including people with dementia. Our clients cook in the kitchen, garden in the veggie patch, and enjoy crafts, games and exercise. The Pines Cottage Netley has just opened for people with more complex needs. To learn more, call 1800 852 772 or visit southerncrosscare.com.au.
It's that time of the year when we hear who are the best hotels in SA at the SA Hotel Industry Awards for Excellence. Best live music venue is the Gov, and best sporting entertainment goes to the Warradale Hotel. V Hotel Virginia has SA's best pub tab. Best bar presentation and experience metro is the Cremorne Hotel, and in the country, it's Nuki at the Henty. And the best outdoor area metro is 2KW Restaurant and Bar, and in the country is Port Lincoln Hotel. Congratulations to these outstanding South Australian pubs.
Hi, I'm Steve from Walco Liners and Covers out of Paraka. We're a manufacturing business. We've had a massive impact on the recall of our brand. From AA, we always vet the phone calls coming in and have asked where they've been sourced, and AA is a very strong part of what we get on the phone. We've had people who love the ads. We've also had people that hate the ads because of their irreverence and annoying nature, and have still said, look, your ad annoys me and I'm coming here under duress, but I'm still going to buy your product. So it's cut through. It definitely has worked. But yeah, it's since we started in 16, we've exploded locally.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise with Us link for more information.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
22 minutes after 6, big day tomorrow at Flemington.
Massive day it is, the race that stops a nation, the Lexus Melbourne Cup. We've got Racing.com's Terry McAuliffe twice in a week. I'm excited, Terry.
How are you, Timmy?
Good, buddy, good. Hey, and thanks very much for your help with our prize tonight, too.
Thank you, Tess.
It's been going great guns, let me tell you.
Big thank you to Grant Mayer from the South Australian Jockey Club from Morphettville, the CEO there. Grant came to the party for us.
He's the champion.
Well,
Thanks,
we're
Grant.
hoping to be there on the 15th.
Well, we're actually...
it's a big night.
That's another approach I'm going to make.
Come on, Tess, get us a winner.
So what do you reckon, mate?
For Morphettville or for the Cup?
Well, tell us about the big day at Morphettville first.
Yeah, okay, so we do have a big day. We've got 10 races there, so it's an early start as well, obviously. The first race on the program there, 10 past 11 our time. So basically breakfast and then hit the track.
Yeah, I've got to say, I've been to the Cup at Morphettville, and I went to the public area, and it's fair to say that a few over-cater at times. So, but it's actually a good day out.
Yeah, and look, the crowds have been great, you know, the past few Saturdays. Better weather, footy's finished, people are interested in the racing because all of the big racing's on, and we've got another cracking day, obviously, forecast tomorrow as well, weather-wise, boys.
All right, you got a winner in Morphettville?
Well, I do like Hit the Slopes in the first. It's actually part owned by John Kelton, the Eagle, who I work with, and I think it'll be very hard to beat. It hasn't had any luck its past 2 starts, and I think it'll be very hard to beat. So I'm hoping we can get some money early. Race 1, number 4, Hit the Slopes. I've made it my standout bet there tomorrow. I know John likes a couple from the Richard and Chantel Jolly Yard. He likes race 3 of first starter, number 6, Great Maximus.
Oh, what a name.
And in race 4, number 3, G.I. Joe. They're the 2 that John likes as his best tomorrow.
Jeez, I used to play with him when I was a kid.
Well, there's a few to follow. So that'll get some early money for the punters, hopefully, at Morphettville to make sure that they've got enough in the tin tank for race 7 at Flemington, the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Always a massive field, mate. You've got a scratching already. Number 10, Cleveland is out.
Yeah, Cleveland, one of the 2 runners in the race for Lloyd Williams. So Lloyd's lost one of his 2 as he tries to win the Cup for an 8th time tomorrow. He's now only got the 1 runner, number 18, Serpentine, which young McNeil will ride for Gabe Waterhouse and Adrian Bob. But look, it's interesting, isn't it, boys? The favourite Vauban, he's only had 14 starts, but 8 of them have been over the hurdles. He's the favourite for the Melbourne Cup. I mean, it's quite bizarre. And his trainer, Willie Mullins, has got 2 very good chances, apart from 5 Vauban. He's also got number 7, Absurd, and there's been a lot of money for Absurd today. Zach Purton coming down from Hong Kong to ride the horse. So he's obviously got a very strong 2-pronged attack. We've got the winner from last year, Gold Trip, up the top. We've got the Caulfield Cup winner, number 3, Without a Fight. Boys, in the Caulfield Cup, I tipped number 6, Solcombe. It keeps missing the start at the moment, but it ran really well in the Caulfield Cup. It ran 7th after making a mess at the start, and I think I'm just going to stick with it again tomorrow with Joe Moreira, the magic man from Brazil, to ride. So, but really, there look to be a million chances in the field. There's been very good money today as well for number 15, Lars Stochka, which is yet to race in Australia. It's now with Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr., but it's another one of the best back runners today. I mentioned Absurd's been well back, but there's certainly been good money for it as well.
Yeah, well, Craig Williams riding that one as well. We gave that away before. So, brilliant, mate. Terry, thanks for your help on and off the track, mate. We appreciate it.
No, all good. And hopefully Damien Oliver's horse gets cleared to run tomorrow. Yeah. It's under an injury cloud as well, so Ollie might be sitting on the sidelines for his last ever Melbourne Cup.
That'd be a bit sad, wouldn't it, mate? No, good.
We'll try and get
excellent, mate. Well, we'll speak to you Friday.
See you, boys.
Thanks, you.
Call-off-racing.com.
6,
5, 7 and 15, box them. Race 1, number 4 at Morphy is his best bet. Let's get through the rest of these horses. Hello, Kenny.
G'day, boys. I've had withdrawal symptoms. I've been away for 2 or 3 weeks in Sydney, catching up with family, and so anyway, Terry just stole my thunder. I was going to tip you the winner.
Oh, do it.
Was Solcombe.
Yes.
Yeah. But just earlier on, you were talking about a film star. Yeah. Here's one for you. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Don't know.
Because he wanted to see Gregory Peck.
Nice.
Vow and declares yours, number 9, Kenny. Hello, Ray.
Previous winner.
G'day, Ray. G'day. How you going?
Good, Ray.
I'd just like to say, like, someone who's been up and down is Jamie Carr. Like, she's was at the top, and then she had she's
the COVID breach.
Suspended. And then came back, and then had that nasty fall.
Terrible fall. Yeah.
Now she's back up there. She rode a couple of winners on the weekend, so just like to wish her all the best in the cup.
Well done. Well, she's on 20 more felons.
Yep.
You, my friend, have got Caliper, number 23.
Absolutely. Let's go to Robert Netley. G'day, Rob.
Hey, boys. How you going?
Good, buddy. Got a comment on the Reds?
Yeah, won't keep you long. I'm not going to comment about what everyone else is commenting about. But did you watch the game on TV, lad?
I watched bits and pieces.
I just saw a replay.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Why did we wear a blue and white away strip against the blue and white team?
That's true.
Why can't we wear our original red for the original rivalry, and it would have looked much better? It was hard to watch.
Well, and there's no clash, so put the red on. I agree with you, Rob. He's a smart man. He gets number 19, Virtuous Circle.
Hello, Chris from Flagstaff Hill.
How you going, buddy?
Good.
Hey, I'm over here in Melbourne. I'm here at the Discovery Park. I towed the caravan over.
Oh, well done, Chris.
Me and the bride are here, and we went to the races on Saturday, Derby Day.
Yeah.
You can't drink too much there because the queue's about 100 people long to get on there. Everybody's complaining. You can't get a drink.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's unbelievable, but that doesn't matter. We had a good day.
Good
Back
on you.
A few winners in Sydney, and tomorrow I reckon it'll be a good day. Weather's all right over here.
Good.
Well done. Well, we're going to give
Melbourne,
you.
sort of.
We're going to give you number 20, More Felons. Hope that wins for you, Chris. Drive carefully with that big caravan.
Absolutely. Take your
Tagging
time,
around on the
Ned.
back
Take
of
your
it.
time, buddy. Well played.
He sounds like he's having fun, isn't he?
Yeah, good man.
Kick back. Got us
Done.
on Dab Radio.
Well, good luck to everybody.
Yeah,
Good luck to
absolutely.
everybody.
Our sweep is complete. We'll pick that up tomorrow and see who is our winner for those 4 passes to the Morphettville Christmas Twilight Races. It's 29 after 6. Warren Tredrea with some awards next.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
The state government announced Sunday night that shops can open midnight November 24 and then trade again on December 14, 21 and 20.